Good morning. Welcome to Banter with Richie B Live.
Somewhere beyond the beaten path, beyond the whispers in the woods and the stories around the fire, lurks one of the greatest mysteries of our time, Bigfoot. For decades, legends have echoed through the forests, footprints left behind, sightings that defy logic, and questions that demand answers. But this isn't just folklore. This is a call to investigate, to explore, and to uncover the truth. Banter with Richie B isn't just another show. It's a community, a movement, a hub for genuine research, real conversations, and boots-on-the-ground discovery. Every episode dives deep into evidence, expert interviews, field investigations, and the drive to seek what others say is impossible. If you believe in asking questions, if you're ready to get your boots dirty, and if you think the unknown deserves more than just a passing glance, then follow Banter with Richie B. Stay informed, stay sharp, and maybe, just maybe, be the one who finds the truth hiding in the trees.
I love you, baby Jack. I want you guys to keep climbing. I love you, Mama. Origin going to get us out of here because that's what he does.
That's right. Hey, nice meeting you all. Thank you for being on there. And yes, we are home of the bones. Let's go.
Big rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't changing my tone, ain't changing my song. I was born this way, been loud to.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the 10-minute topic with Richie B. And we'll go back to you, Sam.
What's up, everybody? I got the cheddar flowing tonight. Cheddar.
Welcome to Banter Richie B live in the studio podcast right here, Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And if you'd missed that live today, ouch, that sucks. Woo! We had absolute kick-ass live today. It was like back and forth, like banter. And let me just clarify something, because I listened to the recording after the fact. I'm annoying. I react to everything. I cover up evidence, all that shit. I do all that shit. Guilty. Right here. Guilty. But, for me, we got to remember that this is my journey. This is my sacred journey. I feel like I was chosen for that, right? I've brought everybody into it. Like, come on, come look at this. You're going to miss some shit because of my live reaction that I'm having in a situation where, and I'm not picking on anybody in particular. It's just because I'm realizing everybody's, when they say that, when I listen back, I'm like, yeah, they're kind of right. I do it. But then I sat there thinking, wait a minute, this is my fucking journey. And I want it to be yours. You're just not going to get as much of it because you're not out there with me. Do you know what I mean? So we're human. We're hearing this beautiful like clicks and mouth pops and whoops and knocks, and we're like, out of our minds. So I apologize, kinda. You know what I mean? So I want you to have some of it too. You're just not going to get all of it unless you're in the woods with us. You know what I mean? That's just let's just understand that. And for me, it's not like it's not like you get a ticket to go to a show and I have to entertain you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's more of a privilege, so to speak. Not that I'm a privilege, but if it was me and I was in that seat, and that's where I got the idea, but they used to edit it. You know what I mean? So you couldn't hear all that, I don't want to edit nothing. I want you to hear all that. I want you to feel my reaction, my passion, my excitement. I want all that. I don't mean to cover shit up or bother anybody, but keep it up, and I'm just gonna run around the woods naked. That'll learn you. Anyways, we are on Dark Realm TV, where fear lives, all over the world, worldwide, on Roku television, Amazon Fire Stick, everywhere you find the Roku and the Amazon Fire Stick. $4.99 is your subscription. It's per month, and it has all kinds of stuff. You don't have to watch our shit over there. That's fine. I get it. You're my friend. Go over and just check out all the other stuff. $4.99 a month. What the hell? It's a great app. Media Squatch somewhere. I don't know where they are. Hey, Media Squatch, where you at, bro? I don't know. Woody, where you at? Nothing. Yeah. Anyways, go check them out. And H-Low Outdoors, which I heard now has their second Bigfoot show, by the way. Our friend Daniel Benoit. Benoit. He's going to have his episodes on H-Low Outdoors over there. So go check them out. H-Low Media. All right, check it out. Let's get Wojo in here. I know he dressed up for tonight and looking amazing in his heels, and he's ready to go. And we're ready to go. We're going to talk some Giants tonight. There's so many other things I got to get in here. We're going to talk about. The Giants thing just blows my mind, because I'm trying to, if we have an 8 to 10 foot, I'm just going to say on average with the reports, being running around the woods, right? And say you're going to go to, Earth, flesh and blood, maybe with even some abilities. Where does that derive from? You got to give something plausible to the people. Say, hey, all right, dude, listen, I'm trying to give you something for your arguments. Not that we need to argue, because I don't really give a shit what anybody thinks, but I want to go over that and see what's plausible, right? Like, understanding the Paiutes, real quick before I get Wojo in here. Lovelock Cave, right? They kill the Giants, they keep the women, they mate with the women, the Paiutes do. Okay, that's plausible. A short native reproducing, trying to be, somewhat cordial with this, reproducing with a giant might produce an 8 to 10 foot, half kind of hairy person with a, kind of human features. That's plausible. All right. So let that spin around in your noggin while we get Wojo in here and say hi to everybody. Noggin. I do not have super chat, Sean. We've already discussed this. They demonetized me without explanation, no reason whatsoever. All that stuff. They told me they wanted to know how I made their videos, how I made the videos, and basically my response to them was 80% of them is live on your platform, and actually you make the videos. So maybe you ought to check yourself, you fucking dummies. So yeah, don't worry about that. We do Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. It'll be rolling up on the screen. Thank you for being here, Sean White. That's a good old friend of mine right there. And you got to go over and check out OG Sean White YouTube because he drives around doing DoorDash in Massachusetts and he has his camera running all day and it's funny as hell. And then he parks his car in the Harvard yard. You want to come in yet?
What's up, everybody? Boom! Hey, like Richie says, check out this cool merch, you know? You got the cool hats, got the cool t-shirts. Oh, representing. We got all sorts of cool stuff.
Whoa. What? Oh, titties.
Stripping down.
We got titties.
And then, I got boobs, man. Check them out.
Yeah.
So,
let's get up a little bit. Can you kind of prop yourself up? I want to see the rating on that.
All right.
Yeah, just kind of stand up. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, lower.
Hey, boy.
Ernie Davio collection. Look at that beauty right there. That is badass, dude. That is badass.
Hey, listen, I'm a big dude, but you know what?
I'm a big dude.
Nice and big. Like I said, you know, be part of the raffle, guys. Like Richie says, $5 or more, you get yourself $100 gift certificate.
Yep.
Boom! That's how we roll. Bang,
yep.
Back to you, Bo.
Yeah, and I showed you that whale because that's the whale that we use. So I'll make up another promo for it. It'll be fun. All right, so check it out. Let's say hi to everybody. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is said that the Paiutes did intermarry.
Wrong.
Whoa. Oh, dinner and a show. Well, oh, look who that is. It's Ben from Oz. Pleasure to see you, sir. I'm glad you could find your way to the Banter with Richie B podcast. Did you trip over Sam, Gene, and Wojo's show to get here? I was just checking. Yeah? Okay. Great. Thanks. Nobody rides for free. Tickets, please. Tickets. Nobody. What's this?
Yep. I knew your boy will show up.
Ron says, take your pants off, too. No. We're good. I see it. Hey, I see enough of that in the woods.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Mary Newbert was number 1. Congratulations, Mary Newbert.
Mary!
All right.
Love you.
Ron was a close number 2. BMO says, he said, oh, man, he had a report to Camp Lejeune. There's a badass. What's up? Thank you, Mr. American.
Absolutely.
You did not miss the Giants Part 1. It's Origins Of. So I can't remember. It was so long ago. I had my 6-year-old flush his underwear last week, and I couldn't make the show because the underwear was stuck in the middle of the S on the toilet before it made it to the drain. The toilet had to come off. We had to somehow get something up in there to get it. Whatever. It was a long story. Then I had to replace every bolt, wax ring, back of the toilet. Then you got to bleach the whole thing. It just was by the time I got done, it was like 6:20. So I wasn't thinking of a show. Trust me, especially the one that Wojo just put on. Yeah. Hey, Pamela's there. She was at the live today. Denny O was at the live as well. Hello, Denny.
Pamela.
Big Andy is here. Bada. Yep. Gene Tewksbury.
What the hell?
The Legend of Maine's here. What the hell?
The legend.
Curious Cryptid. She was there today. Ron caught the tail end of the live today. And we do have some stuff from that live today. And some pictures from the live on Thursday. So yeah, this later half of this will be going over some of that stuff with you guys. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you have your headphones. I might even put the structures that we have up on the wall so we can check them out because those pictures, those are really insane. Great pictures, Wojo. Kurt W's in the house.
Secret Squirrel.
Kurt W. Ben YouTubing. Wojo, get us out of here because that's what he do.
He likes when you do that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben. Ben Tubin.
If you talk cover sounds, Richie, we watch to hear you. Yeah, you and Mojo, you're right. Lots of cover sounds around here. Let's see. OG Sean White, I mentioned. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe. What you mean, Mr. B? You swimming on logs? Is that it's definitely entertaining. Matthew Compton, hello, how are you? Pleasure to have
What's
you
up,
here,
Matt?
sir. Welcome to Banter, Richie B. All right, y'all. Time to lose my phone in the couch. Good. All right. Enjoy. Ron coming right at us in the Book of Enoch, giants, Nephilim, monstrous offspring of the watches, fallen angels and human women born from a forbidden union. You're right.
Yeah.
Susan says she always comes in at the best time, and I'm sure that's why you were showing your boob when you were showing your boobs. The thing was, we had like 30 people in here, and then your boobs came out, and we dropped to 20. So I don't know who you pissed off, but someone's seen those boobs before, and we're not happy. Crickets. And
I'm like, what?
Ben from Oz, my old friend Ben from Oz. Yeah, right. Yeah, that is a picture of me on the shirt. That I believe is my friend Christopher Miller. Remember how we have two Christopher Millers, but I can't see the picture. But I'm pretty sure that's my boy from way back. Way back. All right, let's see. Elder is in here. Everybody said hi to Elder, but I do. Oh, there she is. Hanse Elder. Ben. Yeah, plumbing sucks, dude. It was not fun, dude. So I haven't been 2 weeks I missed my shows. So I don't expect many people to be here tonight. Can you shout out my dad? Yeah, good one, bro. Hey, John, want to go get a life, dude?
Nice try, pal.
Go get a life.
Dummy class.
Trip over a dong and have it land in your eyeball at the same time. You can do it. Let me know how that goes. Put a video on YouTube, please. Thanks, loser. All right. Well, there we go.
You think we're stupid? I saw that from a mile away. I'm like, yeah, Richie's going to pick up on that one.
Yeah. Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa C. All the way from northern Massachusetts. Hey, Carl's here. What's up, Carl Seelig?
Hey, Carl.
Giants and Satunga always communicate. We still believe they are alive, but they are hidden. Interesting. Thank you, Elder. Did someone say boobs? Then all tips to PayPal and comment them as for the Wojo Strip Show. Yes, please. If you do use PayPal, put friends and family. Check off the friends and family option. That way you can get credit immediately for the raffle. If you put on like service and goods, then they make me wait 21 days while they stare at your money. That's totally ridiculous and stupid. My bank don't even do that. I don't even get it. My bank can do it overnight, but something on the internet has to stare at it for 21 days. Where'd he go? What? Gee, one boob comment and he leaves. Wow, that guy's sensitive. You know what I mean? What a sensitive fella. But let's get on with it. I opened up my Wikipedia because I love Wikipedia. I don't care what anybody says. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I got into more of the tribal giants, right? The indigenous people's beliefs and stories and things they've seen and shared of our area, like the are you there? What? All right, hang on. That just double clicked. Something's going on over there. Yeah, thank you. So everybody hit the like button, please. Smash an emoji if it's an option on what you're watching. As you can see across the bottom, Banter Richie B at Richard Brault 1 Venmo. That's how you kind of get things going. With the every $5 that you put in up to 5 times. That's it. I cut it off there so everybody's have somewhat of an equal playing field. You can go up to $25. Each one gets your name on the wheel. So if you give $25, your name will appear on the wheel 5 times. If you give $10, your name will appear on the wheel twice. Once we get enough going and get more interest in this, we will spin the wheel. I'll make the announcement that the wheel is going to be spun, and then we'll come into the show, and that's how we'll start the show. We'll go right at it and spin the wheel. And whoever whose ever name it lands on will win a $100 gift certificate to the merch store with like 70 something items in there with anything Bigfoot and Bigfoot sayings and banter sayings, home of the boom, all of it. So you'll have my quotes on some shirts that I say, back to you, Bob, and let's get weird in the woods, stuff like that. They're all on shirts, cups, and I will even do this for the winner right now. If you want one of your items to be customized, you reach out to me through Messenger and you say, can you put this on my shirt? So say it's someone that your husband, wife, spouse, child, someone's birthday. I'll put on the quote, back to you, whoever that is, or whatever you want me to do to personalize it, I will do. So you'll have a Panther Richie B, something or other, and then their name or whatever you want on it. I'll go in and customize an item just for you if you win. How's that, Wojo? That's pretty good, right?
Sounds great, Rich. That's a great idea.
Yep. All right. So that's what we'll do. Good evening, Stephen and Richard. Hello, Ronald. Sick kid at the moment. Oh man, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, that's not fun at all, bro. You know how many kids I got, dude? I've been through all of it. When I was a single father with Maddox and he was a baby, dude, I was so nervous of how they get sick and you got to give them ibuprofen, then Tylenol, ibuprofen, Tylenol, and you can alternate them so many hours apart. Well, he would get up to almost 104 temp and I'd just go right to the hospital. And I would go in there with a little notebook and the nurse would be like, okay, when's the last time he ate? And I'd be like, and I pull it out, boom, boom, boom. And then when's the last time he threw up? Okay, when's the last time he had poo? Pee. When's the last time he had medicine? I had it all written, and I'd look through the book, and the nurses would call the other nurses over, like, look at this dude. I'm like, hey man, I'm trying to keep up with all you ladies, man. I'm like a single mom over here. I had a whole file, man, of it. Well, we hope they feel better, okay? Yeah, because that stinks, dude. I'll be getting a hoodie soon. Starting to get more winter weather now. Oh, that's right. He's got a different season. I always forget that.
I wonder how cold is cold over where he's at.
Yeah, how cold is cold in Australia, Benno?
Like 65.
Yep, I got just about got a softball team. Damn right. Let's see. The portrait is up and running. Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure you get landscape if you like it. Portraits just for the idiots like that to come in and get yelled at, made fun of, and then we kick them out because it's fun. All right, Wojo, we're gonna do some share screen, and get going. I want to get going. Oh, you know what I had? Where was my picture I had? This I found very interesting when I was looking around and research. I love research. Isn't research fun, dude?
Oh God, yeah. It was wild. Your place is really picked up. I mean, it's a huge jump from before.
All right. That was 1333, and there we saw the giants, the son of Enoch, which Enoch that ain't Enoch, is it? They spell it different. That's a different dude. Hey Howard, how you doing, man? Come in and sit down, grab a seat, man. We're talking about the origin of Bigfoot, trying to figure out how the hell he got here. We're not worried about whether he's real or fake. We already know what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah, some don't, and we just want to have a great discussion about it. So please, add something that you got. Be part of it, right? This is an interactive podcast. We invite you to bring out facts and do your own research on the side, and whatever you find, we'll put up on the screen and we'll discuss it, man. This is your show too. So welcome to Bigfoot Banter with Richie B. This is my co-host Wojo and all my family, all our family on the side, baby.
Yeah.
Check it out. So, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. So if you just, my point is, this is something that's discussed, right? And you look at the different names. Here, let me hide this. This is the whole point of this. Cold is 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Yeah, we're American. We don't know what that means. C for chili, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just dumb Americans. We don't know shit.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Don't even talk meters. I'll just start hitting things. But I guess my point, even to this, description or whatever the photo that you see, this is something that's written in the Bible, right? This is mentioned in the Bible, right? Doesn't mean it's law. Doesn't mean it's, I mean, to some it does. I don't know. Very good morning. There is Damien. Fake Damien's in the house. Where would Andre score on the giant scale? Andre would probably he'd be somewhere in AB, right by that little guy there. That's in between the little guy and the big guy. Hi, Miss Jessie B. How are you? Good to see you.
Hey, girlfriend. Hey,
Um,
Damien.
let's see. Tyler Sexton, really demon. Stacy Brown thinks the same, but I don't think. No, I don't either, Tyler. And let me tell you something, Tyler Sexton. Welcome to the show. Whoever that
Welcome.
guy is. Tyler 420. Let me tell you something about that. I was a guest on his podcast. I don't know what it was, like 10 days ago or something. It was a lot of fun. And I'll look it up in Fahrenheit. You gotta try to coach the Americans into some kind of brilliance. But no, Tyler, he changed his point of view, man. We had that discussion and he started going into it, and I didn't let him off the hook either, because I'm an interviewer as well, whether it's his show or not. I was like, wait a minute, bro. You know what I mean? That your point of view changed. And the demon thing is gone of his mind. It's beautiful. Consider the propagator of Anarchem race of giant. There we go. This is what I'm talking about right here, Howard. Right? Living in southern Canaan, specifically Hebron, before the Israelite conquest, different from Enoch. Thank you. You know what I mean? They have weird spellings and different spellings with the same meaning back then. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Rojo knows. He does the Bible thing, right, Brady? Let's put us up over here on the side where we look more beautiful. Hey, what's up, Poncho? Good to see you. I was over there. Thank you for being here, man. Like, subscribe, and hit that notify button. We just did a live today, dude, and we're gonna play some whoops and stuff for you. We were going back and forth across the river, and there was we believe 4 of them. You can hear 4 of them in different positions. Mouth pops. It was crazy. Tree knocks.
Oh, yeah.
Today was
There might be a 5th one. That was the guy that we heard towards the end. Like, he was like right with us.
Oh, bro, that really got it. Look, I got goosebumps right there. Look at my hair standing up. Yeah, he was off behind us, kind of off to our left shoulder when we were walking, and he goes, ooh.
Oh my God, that was loud.
Twice, bro.
Mm.
Thank you for that, Ron. Thank you for participating and being part of it, right? I love it. Here we go. Curious is going. All right, we got the brains going. Where you at, BMO? Bring it. The Lemurians' third root race. This is the stage where humanity first became physical. Early Lemurians were said to be 15 to 27 feet tall. Poncho, are you making what do you got? Baked bacon? Oh, so you're putting it in the oven? Do you put it on that like parchment paper or something like that? So yeah, so that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. There he is. Hey, Wojo.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to be seen.
I know.
You're looking good.
Oh, I'm aware, but thank you. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things in history that were brought up. Richard, wrong button. That were brought up. Hey, I don't know this guy. Who are you even talking about? All right, I'm canceling this video. Goodbye. All right, beat it, man. Get a life. Get a life. We're not wearing pants. How you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's all right. We don't even know who you are either. So
I don't know what you're looking for, but hey.
Yeah, who are you looking for? Maybe we know him. Give us a name.
I know.
Yeah, we'll help you out. We're not scared. Robin Smith, there's another stranger. How you been, Robin? Hope everything's going well for you.
I'd say, Robin.
Have any recent activity in your latest? Yes. Stick around. We're going to play some of it for you later in the show. Yes. Today's live was insane. Yeah. Thursday's live was insane. We have 2 active gifting sites within 2.5 miles of each other. It's absolutely amazing. Great documentary type stuff where you can go back and forth and kind of, figure out how nomadic they are, not migrational. It's wild, man. It's awesome stuff. Bacon Bakun was so much better than. Oh, it's so good, dude. Yeah, you could put a lot in there too, and the house smells so much better. Let's see. Based on biblical accounts, demons were generally not destroyed or annihilated when cast out, but rather disembodied and restricted in their power. Their revenge was to multiply through sex with humans. No comment.
Yeah.
Does now is a demon the same as a succubus? Anybody? I don't know if I did that right. 60 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit is cold in the daytime. Yeah, you might have. You might have done it right. We still don't know. Yeah, absolutely, Howard. It was a wild, fun-filled investigation today, and we'd love you to stick around so you can see the results of it. Absolutely kick ass. You're right. They are not. Very good, Ron. Ron's getting good at this stuff. So while you guys are bringing up some of your facts, so we can entertain and bring it on, I'm going to bring up. I think. Hey, there it is. So if I'm here, I can go. I think. What did Sam say? Oh, I could share two things. Oh, multiple screens may affect your machine performance. Yeah, I don't want that. There was. I thought she said there was something. Oh, there it goes. Enable zoom and scroll. Oh. Oh, how can I scroll? Hello? I don't see zoom and scroll. Oh, waiting for permission? Who am I waiting for permission from? It's mine. What the hell would I have to wait for permission for my own shit for? Oh my God. I believe they are their own class. Yes, you're correct. Latch onto you while you sleep. Yeah, those are the ladies, by the way. Yes, succubus and incubus are demons they're a form of demon, right? Gotcha. That's what's happening. Let me see what this thing's doing. It's not letting me do much. It says waiting for permission. How am I waiting for permission if it's my shit? Any idea?
That's crazy.
I don't. What permission do I got to give it? Where do I go to give it permission? Let's say Sam's pretty paranormal on it.
Yeah.
Why? Why
Did
is
she
that?
send that to you?
I don't know. That's weird as shit. I have to go to the other screen. That sucks. All right, so check it out. Tell me if it moves. Is it moving?
Yep.
Okay, good. We'll do it the old way. Just tell me. Watch the comments. As Ron pointed out, Anakim, according to the Old Testament, Anakim lived in the southern part of the land of Canaan. Again, as Ron pointed out. Let's just jump over there. Formidable appearance as described by 10 of the 12 spies sent to search the land filled the Israelites with terror. The Israelites seem to have identified them with the Nephilim of the antediluvian age. That's in Genesis 6:4. However, the two faithful spies, Caleb and Joshua, do not verify this report, leading some scholars to believe that the fearful reports from the other 10 are hyperbolic and should not be taken literally. Joshua finally expelled the Anakim from the land. But wait a minute. If he expelled him from the land, but he didn't verify the report, meaning he didn't see him at that time, but yet they were real, except for some who found refuge in the Philistine cities of Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. Thus, some scholars conclude that the Philistine giants, such as Goliath, whom David encountered, were descendants of the Anakim. So the translation of Jeremiah refers to the descendants of Anakim mourning after the destruction of Gaza. The Egyptian excretion. Is that what that says? Why is that blurred out? What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Middle Kingdom. Wow, that was weird. Mentioned a list of political enemies in Canaan, and among the list a group called that. The people of Anak. The three rulers, all those guys, it has also been argued the Anakim attested to the. So look at all this stuff. This is stuff that is documented, right? Through time, from the beginning of time, that they're over here discussing giants. That's what they're talking about. Think about that. They're talking about the giants, dude. And then share this tab instead. Now I came over here and I started looking at the Narragansett indigenous people of New England, things that we have going on here, the Algonquin, of course, Wampanoag, all these ones. So Wetucks, also known as Moshuk, are giants in the mythology of the Narragansett tribe and indigenous people of New England. That's what we are. They are considered culture heroes, embodying the tribe's value and traditions. Wetucks are depicted as giants who have great power and can perform miracles such as walk on water. They are also known for their role in creating the islands of Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket. The stories of the Wetucks mostly reflect the Narragansett's deep connection to their land and their understanding of nature as both nurturing and formidable. So, soak that in for a minute, right? Now we have the Bible. We have the indigenous peoples, in this case of New England, and they're discussing it, right, Woj? So
Yeah.
you as somebody that does, goes to church, practicing, what is it, before we go to the Native American portion of it, the indigenous people portion of it, where is it that it falls with you while you're in church? Do you have discussion of the giants? Is that in your form of religion?
At church, no, no, we did. No, the sermons, the pastors never really like divulge into about the Nephilims and the giants. They just refer them as giants and or Nephilims of yeah, yeah. They never really explicit, about the giants. Other than when you talk about the Genesis and the Deuteronomies and about giants and Nephilims and um, yeah, they didn't really. It's all I can say is like they don't really talk about and try to define which giants are we talking. Um, do a breakdown per se because I listen. I talk to certain pastors and they find that interesting because a lot of people don't believe in Bigfoot. Um, they are non-believers, but there are some open to just to hear and watch us share about them. So I'm actually going to talk to my pastor tomorrow, and one of these days I'd like to get him out in the woods.
Yeah.
I would like to get his feedback because there are Christian pastors around the country that have had encounters
Mm-hmm.
and they are believers of what they see of if they sprain an ankle while they're in shock of what they saw and then all of a sudden miraculously they heal and things like that. It's a lot of layers. It's a lot of layers of discussion and
Mm-hmm.
um but for where I'm at, because there are all sorts of different giants and stories, the Book of Enoch's, and everything. A lot of things that we're experiencing is spiritual, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and well, I wonder that because why isn't that? And it's not just you and your church, and wouldn't pick on any of that stuff, but why is that? Why is it not discussed more? You know what I mean? Why is it not brought up? Is it just because perhaps to some religions Bigfoot isn't real or Bigfoot is taboo or whatever it might be? But why isn't it
Well,
discussed?
well, I mean, they do talk. They talk about the giants of the wilderness and things like that. Yes, but if you're referring to the giant, I mean, try to coincide of what's happening now. That doesn't happen. Like, oh, they're still around or anything like that. That's
Right, right, right. They
that's my
believe that.
that's my point. I'm sorry.
Right, right. No, no,
They
no,
do
no.
discuss it in the Bible and in the sermon and all that, but I'm trying to bridge that gap of having this discussion and having this. I speak to a lot of people, even I pastor friends down in Georgia, um, in Texas. So it's a lot to take in, and it's um, again they have to start watching us and take it from there and their beliefs, and
Yeah.
hopefully one of these days get one of them to come out with us.
Yeah, so basically they speak of them in past tense through like a history book.
Past tense,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Ronald says there are biblical references, but for a more thorough account, read the book of Enoch and the book of Giants, both apocryphal texts. Giants are also the Epic of Gilgamesh. Thank you for bringing that up, Winston. That is what we covered last time, the Epic of Gilgamesh. So that was part 1. This is part 2. More so connected to the Americas and things like that. Another reason, let's see, another reason why I find the Middle East so fascinating and never-ending battle for control. I feel there's so many secrets there. Yeah, I agree. Our pastor does talk about it, BMO says. That's interesting. Good. Outside at base camp, very nice. Good job, dude. I like that.
I'm sorry, is he referring to both, like today's world and?
Yeah, when you talk about that, yeah, BMO, fair enough. Do they discuss them in past tense, or are they talking about they believe they're around?
Because I'm talking about past tense. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
not both, but good.
Abraham, Damien's all the critical thinkers are in on this one, bro. I might not even get a word in, and I'm okay with that.
Abrahamic.
Yeah, I got that. Thanks. Abrahamic texts roughly dating back to the 3rd and 2nd millennium BCE, which is way back. These accounts portray giants as ancestral beings, divine offspring, or monsters possessing prodigious strength and height. Mesopotamia, right? That place is always mentioned, isn't it? A pastor that's non-judgmental, non-biased in the woods to see what they experience firsthand would be very interesting. You got that right. Mm-hmm. Not all forms of giants are demonic and fallen angels, 100%, and that's exactly why we're here. Thank you, Robin. Benno says tablets were confiscated in the Iraqi war and destroyed. They do not want us to know our origins. I believe that as well. Biblical references are few and incomplete. The Book of Enoch and Giants are obviously more thorough texts on the subject. These books aren't biblical, but considered. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's they're I guess non-biased, right? Not to say the religion is biased, but they have their own beliefs. So I guess they kind of are. When I asked that at church, I was told that men found prehistoric bones but lacked knowledge that dinosaurs were mistaken as giant humans. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Thank you, Damon.
Wow, people are coming in hard, dude.
Love it. Yeah.
I love it.
Denny goes, yeah, I'm just staying silent. Critical thinkers will just force you right out with it. Their brains can't help it. They can't stop. They can't control it. I love it. That's why I love our audience, man. I love our family. It's crazy. The giants of this era were not biological humans, but high-ranking physical manifestations of these angelic beings, right? The giant genes still exist, and in some family lines, the traits are more prominent, like in Sasquatch. Interesting. Good stuff, man. Hi, previously. How are you? Excellent stuff out of you guys. Excellent stuff. I appreciate it.
One quick thing, Rich. BMO, your pastor, he says he does both, and I'm real curious if he has ever had an encounter and things like that. I'm real curious, and if so, I would love to have a pastor on here and on this show and have this discussion.
Yeah, and is he talking past tense, or does he talk like they still exist? I think that's
both. He's talking both.
Oh, is that what he said? I missed something.
It's
way up there. Oh, he does both. There it is. Excellent. That's cool, man.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
I would love to hear the stories.
As I said earlier, the Bible has lots of giants, tribes, and Nephilim, Anakim, Rephaim, Amim. Those Z words, forget it. Zamzumamin, Zuzim, Philistine giants, Gath giant. All right, you guys. Now, one thing I learned while doing my research, actually, let me see if I can pull it up. Joe, you got that question right there, or response or something? the last one that just came in. Giants. This is the one I learned. I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, these guys. All right, so this is what. Do you want me to send it to Richie's or post it to you separately, Denny? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Historical law suggests a law of retrogression that just as we grew smaller and more intellectual, esotericists believe we will eventually grow larger and more spiritual again in future cycles. Oh, we sure need to. That's for damn sure.
Good idea.
So, how about the Patagonians, often referred to as giants, are legendary figures from South America, particular Patagonia, described in early European accounts as towering humans, with some reports claiming heights of up to 15 feet. Get this. This is what I found really interesting. They jump around a little bit, but it's still fun. I've never researched Giggle. Oh yeah, he was awesome. That was our first show. That was fun. It's a lot of fun, man. It's gets your brain going. I'll tell you that. Now, I'm gonna have to ask permission again.
Yeah, what's up?
Yep, waiting on permission. I have no idea what that's all about. That's so stupid. Not surprised though. And we'll get back to the indigenous people too, but this is something to get you really going. The myth of the Patagonian giants began with explorations of Ferdinand Magellan in the earliest 16th century. During his circumnavigation of the globe, Magellan's crew encountered what they described as a giant native on the shores of Patagonia. The chronicler Antonio Pigafetta documented this encounter, noting that the giant was so tall that the crew members only reached his waist. This led Magellan to name the Patagons, derived from the Portuguese word for foot, suggesting they had large feet. The myth and its evolution. The tales of these giants captured the European imagination, leading to exaggerated accounts of their size. Reports claim that they could reach heights of 13 to 15 feet, although later investigations revealed that the tallest among them were around 6 foot 6 inches. The legend persisted, fueled by subsequent explorers. So I'm going to say it's somewhere in the middle. If somebody that was documenting the globe, like someone with as much, credit and distinction as Ferdinand Magellan, not like a Christopher Columbus bullshit game, right? But a Ferdinand Magellan, who's firmly in the history books for being known as documenting things factually. So, if you put it in the middle of exaggeration and knowledge, 8 to 10 feet to be fair, right? So, let's see. Cultural significance. The term Patagonia itself is believed to mean land of the Bigfoot. Are you hearing that? Reflecting the enduring fascination with these giants, the stories of the Patagonians have been interpreted as a mix of myth and reality, with some historians suggesting that they may have been based on encounters with indigenous peoples who were taller than average, such as them. Conclusion. While the existence of a race of giants of Patagonia has been largely debunked, here we go. This is where government comes in, right? The stories surrounding them remain a fascinating part of South American folklore and history. Can you have those two things together? Isn't history factual and folklore is like bullshit make-believe? See what they do? You see what they do this on purpose. They leave that what if that, I don't think everything written is fact. But when you got, again, Ferdinand Magellan basically naming them Bigfoot because of the size of their feet, he's probably not going to be overly impressed with a 6 foot 6 person's foot, right? Even if it's 20 inches, you see a basketball player, you go, wow, look at the size of that dude's feet. We do that as humans, right? So, but 6 foot 6, feet vary. feet vary. I'm 5'9" on a bad hair day, and I have an 11.5 foot. Right, but I have friends of mine the same height that a 9-inch foot. You know what I mean? So
Like Jimmy Lewis.
yeah, like Jimmy Lewis. Wow.
Hey Jimmy, what's
He
up, J. Lou?
he just came in. I'm not even looking at that screen. So yeah, so there's a little something that I pulled out of the bag for you guys. I found that most interesting with the references to Bigfoot, and what's up with that, right? Um, hey J Lou, what's up, man? You see Miss Jessie B? You know who that is? She's saying hello. She's upstairs. 1964, the Chengamina. You guys are terrible with these words tonight. Chengamina Valley of Ecuador remains were found far larger than the 7-foot Amazonians. Based on the size of the what's that say? I can't. It's all blended together.
Yeah, occipital bone.
I gotta have an eye problem tonight. I don't know what is. My eyes hurt from.
The occipital bone
Yeah, my
and
eyes
jaw
are
fragments.
hurting. Estimated
Yeah.
the individual, anyways. Based on the size of the bone and jaw fragments, some researchers estimated the individual stood over 20 feet tall. Wow. Jump up, and get down. Thank you, Jesse B. Yeah, so think about that, right? Think about that. Now here we are. Draw the big picture for us, right? Let's do the big picture. We are talking. We are pulling out articles. We are researching and presenting a story of giants, right? Think about that. So then we got to hear about folklore and history. I mean, come on. We all know that if something's written over and over and over and over again in different forms on different continents, but it comes back to the same subject, which is giants, how can you tell me that they never existed? The giants of North America, again, Lovelock Cave, the Avila brothers out in Western Mass, Douglas or something like that out in that area, are stonemasons. They work with ancient stone. They're specialists on stone. And what got them interested was they were moving rocks around. And then they ran into these rocks that were, kind of carved in a sense and placed. And they couldn't move them. And they're not small dudes, especially the long-haired brother. He's a big dude,
Yeah, they were like tombs, and
Yeah.
in the tombs, it was like up to like 10 feet tall.
Well,
And
that's what later on, after the curiosity got them when they couldn't move these rocks and they didn't know why or how these rocks were moved.
exactly.
Then they jumped into it further. And go ahead, Wojo. Sorry, I just wanted to fill that little
Oh
bit.
no, I mean, yeah, I mean, because to get in, to the tombs, like Richie was saying, you have these structures. You get two rocks like this, but you get these like gigantic granite-sized rocks that are flat, and then they just like make it into like it looks like it's just a giant pile of rocks,
Right.
monstrous size.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go in these chambers, chambers of these tombs that they find, approximately like up to like 8 to 10 feet tall, and the walls, that are all like, it's like almost like masonry inside is second to none. Like, for what today's work is, it's just impeccable. It's just everything's so pristine and strong, and it's just unbelievable stuff.
Yep. Yep. And that's what got them going, right? More current giant armor belonging to Batima Bone. The quartz giant took part in a tournament in Vienna in 1560. It is housed in Schloss Ambras in Innsbruck, Austria. The armor measures 8.5 feet. Robin says, my oldest son is 6'2" and wears a 13 shoe, right? And it varies, right? But that's what we're talking about. And even the Bigfoot prints vary. We know that. But we don't have the knowledge that they all grew up to a certain height and have a certain foot either. We could just be catching them in the middle as they grow to whatever everybody's size. I don't think that's the case, but we don't know that. That's not factual, so you can't really discuss that. But foot sizes generally in humans vary greatly. Yes, the tall the human said to have the largest shoe, but not all 6'2" humans have a size 13 either. Some could have a 15, some could have a 12. You know what I mean? So, that's the variation that I'm talking about, right? Wasn't there a Boy Scout? I forgot how old he was. He got to be, yeah, there was Robert something that was the tallest one ever. But, that's meant to, as meant to be about the genes and secreting the hormone and all that makes them taller, and they can't stop growing, and eventually it kills them. That's, to me, is a medical type thing. Whereas to giants were all big. And like Benno had mentioned, and I've said it over and over again, dinosaurs were big. It's hard to believe that the Neanderthals were the only ones living back then, and they were pulling up these little spears and trying to stab a T-Rex. It just doesn't compute with me. They left out the giants for some reason. Whatever reason that would be, I don't know. It's a historic conversation that you can have that's actually interesting to discuss. But for some reason in the history books, they don't want you to know that. There was the 4 skulls from, I think they were from Lovelock, that went to the Smithsonian. They disappeared. The Smithsonian was questioned. Where did the 4 skulls go? Oh, we buried them in a ritual. So the next question was, well, how do you know what ritual to bury them with if you didn't know anything about them? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's just like when we had this discussion earlier about the giants of Kandahar, about the two
The
U.S.
military.
Marines
Yep.
military that are in the mountains of Kandahar, and one of them survived. The other one was like totally gone, missing, and supposedly it was like a up to like 15-foot giant with 5 fingers, five toes.
6 fingers, 6 toes. Is
Oh,
what I
I'm sorry. What did I say? 5, 6. Yes.
Yeah.
And nope, but they couldn't find the body.
Isn't 6 fingers, 6 toes associated with Nephilim? So what they claim at Kandahar is that a Nephilim giant basically took him out, and then they killed him with gunfire. They said they had concentrated gunfire on the chest area, which basically blew out his whole chest. They wrapped him and tied him and put him in a C-130 and brought him back to some whatever base it was. I think it was Maryland or something. And that's where he exists today to dissect, basically. Is that what you read? Basically?
Yeah, I mean, again, they try. They don't say no more because they don't know how much it's factual. But why would something from the military be, you know, be on, like the Googles or YouTubes or anything of that nature? It's pretty messed up. But anything's possible. I mean, could be a cover up. Could be that I call it the DG, the dark government. They don't want you to know nothing. But it's all fascinating stories. I mean,
Yep.
why can it not be possible? I mean, for what me and you were going through and others, about the Bigfoots in the woods. I mean,
Right.
so that's where I'm at. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
anything's
with you on
possible.
that. Benno, can you elaborate on both metaphorical and real 3D giants in our histories? I have an idea what you mean. I actually read something about giants. I got to find it. It was as early as 1766. I got to find that article. It was pretty cool. I have a theory. We were giant. They made us smaller to control us. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they don't talk about it, right? Scumbags.
Thank you, Ron. Yes, it was Samuel. Okay.
Ernie Davio. What's up, Ernie?
Ernie!
Yep, there it is, Ernie. Just like the architecture, the older they are, the better they are built, and were way more massive at times. Become more recent stuff gets smaller and weaker. Yeah, that's an interesting point too. History of tall ones and unusual human remains in North America long before 2500 BC, dating of the Lovelock Cave. Correct. Just a note, the armor is 8.5 feet, which means he was around 10 feet tall. Right, because he's up above the armor. True. Poncho says Robert Wadlow, yeah, that's Robert Wadlow, right? 1918 to 1940 of Alton, Illinois, is the tallest human in recorded history, measuring 8'11".
Yep.
Before his death at 22, he couldn't stop growing.
No. The Gigantopithecus, he just had that kind of like what Andre the Giant had, just that giant gene. It just keeps going, and you keep growing and growing.
Yep. Yep. The Bible mentioned 6 fingers and toes to Samuel, part of the Old Testament, specifically referencing a giant from Goth, a descendant of Rapha, associated with Nephilim giants.
Really?
That's my politically correct is not there in Australia.
Uh,
My dad,
I was like,
it's so weird how we're all trained. My dad sold shoes to a boy with Down syndrome. Oh, really? Who had 6 fingers and 6 toes? An old farmer couple. He lifted a tractor to save his dad, who got trapped on the farm. True story. Interesting. I had a buddy of mine that grew up with Donnie Wade. God rest his soul. He had Down syndrome, and we always would mess around that when Donnie got mad, everybody would just run from him because he would just rip trees out basically and beat you with them. Yeah, he was pretty wild. I heard the military was at Portlock, Alaska, also during that whole situation with Town. Yeah, you're right. That's a great conversation to have too. You know that? Thank you. Maybe we'll go over that because Portlock, Alaska story is so interesting.
That's fascinating. Yeah,
it's so interesting. Woj, you're correct. I am personal friends with one of the shooters that were there. I'll tell you in private. Green Beret swore never to talk about it.
Interesting.
Whoa.
I know I saw that. That's deep.
Yeah. Metaphor, more advanced people way smarter than regular humans. Now that's the discussion we're starting to have, Benno, is that we use, 0.035 of our hearing, 0.35 of our sight, whatever portion of your brain. I think it's even less than that. Now imagine, dealing with what we're dealing with Sasquatch and the things that we've experienced, right? And say he uses 0.075 of his sight and his hearing and his abilities in his brain. Wouldn't that make you a superhuman? They used to have a show on History about that, where they had these superhuman people and they would do these brain scans and discovered that the 0.35 did not apply to them. They were at like 0.48 and they had these abilities. Now imagine that, right? Think about that. Things could levitate, bending spoons or whatever that is, kinetic, whatever, not energy, but kinetic powers type stuff. Why not have something that is using more of its brain, more percentage of hair, and more percentage of eyes? Why wouldn't like a slipwalk be possible? Why not?
Yeah.
If maybe you could control energy fields, right? Where do these superhero stories come from, right? The things that they can do, right? Why? I mean, think about it. It's quite easy.
I used to teach autistic children their strength is just second to none. It would take about, when they lose control of their ability as of like behavior. They just snap, and they just can't control. And it would take about maybe like 6 of me to try to get them, into like a timeout room just to chill out.
Yep,
Let his
I know.
finger out.
And they train.
Superman.
They train
Anybody that could open up a door, right? See my fingers?
Yeah.
That could pull a door. Why? Listen, I used to squat over 500 pounds, bench over 4. I have my foot on the wall. Dude, it'll suck you right in.
Yeah.
Superhuman strong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there are people like that. And BMO, again, thanks for your service, man. I've been in Iraq and Afghanistan. Every place I went, The local nationals that worked on base, the FOBs, did tell me they worshipped, worked for the Ghoul of Kalan. Names for giants in the Dari language. Interesting, bro. Always. Always love BMO's participation. D-Hoot would have liked to see Wadlow's DNA, just saying. That's peculiar.
Try to keep it straight.
I can't try so hard. I'm sorry. It's a comment I regret.
I can't believe you read that. Like, no,
Sorry, dude.
I'm drooling.
I didn't know until after the fact. We can really go to screen.
Oh boy.
We should go.
Okay, back to you, Bob.
We should go home with some evidence.
Stay in the back door, D-Hoot. Watch the weather.
I need some liquid. I'm gonna die.
Wait for Waldo's gene.
I think it would have helped if I didn't say that's peculiar. I thought that was the best answer. Oh, fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Are we still on? Ooh. We're in trouble.
Okay.
We're in trouble. We should have went backstage for a minute. The whole fucking network's canceled.
Oh shit.
Okay.
What's up, Darren?
Oh, hi, Darren. Yeah, just come into the shot anytime you fail. That's a crawl zone, bro.
He goes, come into the shot anytime. He goes, it's a crawl zone. All right.
Okay.
I know we passed out. Oh my God, D-Hoot, stop it.
So many questions. Stop it.
I can't laugh anymore. All right. People had questions. I'm gonna back it up.
Yeah, dude, that's a good spot for you. Go out back by the back door.
Right.
Oh my.
Yes, Elder. There has been 3 toes, 4 toes, 5 toes, 6 toes. Yeah, they all have fingers, same as fingers. Exactly.
Go ahead, Waljo. You got this. Oh my God.
Past D-Hoot.
That fucking
Asian Winstead Wildman Research says Asian mystics, martial arts control energy as well. Bruce Lee could push his finger through a brick or a coffee table. That is exactly right. Kurt, I agree 100%. I heard a story about a guy in a brave country, but as well known there, he flicks his cigarette and controls his flight path with his mind. It's even cases. Bigfoot's BMO, night vision, ability to eat almost anything, increased motor units and muscles, making them extra strong and fast. That is absolutely true. Oh my God, you guys are jerks. Ignore them, D-Hoot. That's Susan Ahern, award-winning producer. And as Fake Damien says, Elvis has left the building. Oh my God, gotta catch my breath. Well, I'm glad to see that D-Hoot's very chatty today. Hey, Castile, MC, great to see you. Thank you for being on here. Yeah, that can't story I just read the other day. I never heard about it. I just happened to kind of Google some stuff, and then that popped up, and I don't know. I just find it very interesting, especially when you have the military involved. I don't know. Darren, have you ever heard about the soldier missing in Kandahar, supposedly by a giant? Yeah, with 6 fingers and toes, and in 2002. Oh, yeah, Richie's broken.
What I said made it funnier. Don't worry about that. Oh, I need a paper towel if you get a chance. I need a paper towel. I spit water all over my desk.
Yes, Castillo. All right.
All right. Well,
Let's get into the indigenous part.
Oh God.
Uh, I'm just you left me alone. I'm just catching my breath. I'm trying to suck in air over here.
Susan calls me a jerk.
She's right.
Oh, Castiel MC came in probably on the porch. That's where all the bad people enter. What do you call a shady Bigfoot? Sasquatch. Ah, I like it. That's funny. That was good. Thank you. That was quite the entrance. Bree's here. Hi, Bree.
Hey, Bree. Great to see you.
Oh yeah, that's true, Mary. You got that right. Not many people can get it like me. Like that. Really?
That was perfect.
Really? Really? I need paper towel. Boof! Right off the head.
I need a water.
What? Are you
I might
replaying?
need 2 waters.
Oh.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's regroup here. It was my fault because I tried to be smooth about it and not be a pig or anything, and then I said, "Well, that's peculiar." Oh, like an idiot. Sorry for Wojo's behavior, D-Hoot.
Yeah.
Totally out of line.
Oh, that's right. That was Cass. With the jokes.
We know who it is. I was just messing with you. You didn't know who that was? Even I figured.
Your steel sounds familiar.
Well, I wasn't sure, and then as I was saying, I scrolled down and I saw Bree, so I was like,
Oh, this just came in. Hey, yo, Richie, Sox is tied to the ninth, Rich. Red Sox, they're coming back. Coming back.
Danny's up
That's
on the north.
Jim.
Danny's up on the North Shore. Walking over here. Oh, Denny comes in. Sox tied it in the ninth, Richie.
Oh, imagine hit a walk-up homer. Walk-up home run over here.
I got the scores here, and I've been watching it. Bruins are up 4-1, Denny. They're over here. They're over up 4-1 on the Minnesota over the Minnesota Wild. Oh, you guys kill me. All right. So, anyways, no, let's get to the evidence. It's 7:12. That'll give us 45 minutes or so to get to the evidence. We're gonna touch on the origins of Bigfoot again. I think what we'll do next week is what I liked was the giants of North America, right? Well, then I think next week we'll get into the indigenous people giants, the giants of the indigenous people. That'll be
let's do that. Break it up. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, once you open that page, it's everywhere, dude, everywhere. And it's so plausible and understandable. And the things that are said and written and the history of the indigenous people, you're going to relate to as a Bigfoot researcher. Mind blowing. Then what we'll do, we'll wrap up the show. As we get towards the end of the show, we'll do some more evidence next week too, but we'll bring in our area, the New England indigenous people's writings of the giants, dude. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring it into Bigfoot and try to see if Bigfoot is this physical being and he's here with us and he's said to be 10 feet, whatever tall, 8 to 10, 8 to 12. Different reports. The 15-foot ones I haven't really bought into yet. That could just be, angle and everything else, excitement, stuff like that, adrenaline. If he's that tall, that big, okay, so where does he derive from if he's a physical being? So that's why I went to the giants, because that was something that's documented by people that were professionals, so to speak, right? Magellan. Everybody knows Magellan, dude. Everybody knows what he did. That was a physical human doing physical things. You know what I mean? So that's a big one for me. So, and there's not a lot of bullshit around the guy's name. So now let's tie the giants into, Bigfoot, right? If we can. I don't know if we can. I did see huge soldiers in Kuwait as well. They worked as MPs for Egypt and Qatar. They were at least 8 feet tall. Seriously, BMO, that's crazy. Next week, we're going to do the Indigenous Giants episode next week. I just discovered that right here, and I'll make an awesome thumbnail for that to honor our Indigenous friends, and we will do that. I lived in Egypt. BMO gods were huge. Then again, I'm about 5 foot. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are fucking awesome. So candid. All right. Anyways, that got me good, man. D Hoot's always funny like that. She don't know she's that funny, but I can almost hear her. I can almost hear her thinking it monotone. Oh yeah, holy shit, BMO, that's crazy. It's 4-2 Boston. Hang on, I got to get over to the Red Sox score. Yeah, because I saw they were coming back. What? Continue. What are you talking? Yeah, 5-5. Dude, no, get out of here. 5-5, bottom of the ninth. Thank you for that. Yep, I could watch live, but I won't. It's funny because I haven't really got time to watch a game. It's only 2 games. Yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go home. I thought the game was at 1:40, but that was opening day yesterday, and today was 4. I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, obviously the podcast comes first, but I love just chilling out watching a game. Fall asleep around the 4th, wake up around the 7th. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, what's going on? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, write that down, please. Because Bree, we miss you. We'd love to see more of you. You know, you guys have been amazing. You know, I had all this stuff lined up to share with you guys, and I should have known better. You guys are critical thinkers, and I love that you're part of this family, man. Thank you so much, because that portion of the show became all about you guys. But what we have right now requires your headphones, for starters. Requires your headphones. We're going to get into what we experienced today at the water's edge by the benches in the beginning. The beginning is my property that's connected to 94 acres of conservation and preserve. And we're about 1.1 miles out from my house. And we're sitting there, and it was weird. My phone dropped, said reconnecting, like it does in where the gifting chair is and stuff. But it doesn't ever do that here. And not even that with 5G and full bars. 5G and 2 bars, I've experienced it over the other place. But this was full blast bars, 4K. We had 4K going, Omni microphone going today. The tech was, mwah, if I may say so myself, right? And it is still hockey season. That's why I'm yelling out their score as well. Come on, Bree, keep up. Keep up, Bree. We know you're new here and all. Come on, Bree. No, we miss you. Thank you for stopping by. So when I just caught a glance of my phone dropping, and then I cleared it and came back, the only time I did it today was in the spot that I've never, ever, ever had a problem doing it. Ever. Have I ever had to reconnect at the benches before? No, never, no. Never. I heard movement across. Wojo and I picked up on it. We got up. Not much was happening after a while. We got up to walk away, and we got about 20 feet, 30 feet from where we were sitting, and we hear whoop. And we're like, wait a minute. We froze and stopped and started walking back. And then all of a sudden, the woods across the river just lit up. Lit up, man. We were hearing mouth pops, clicks, high pitch, low pitch, medium pitch, different sounds, whoops, all kinds of stuff. And this is the stuff I'm talking about that we listen to, that, you know, you can hear my stupid reaction. Mojo even got crazy with it, and he don't usually do that. So, and there's so much more. I know there's even more on here that I heard it in the live. If you go to the live today, I want to say it was 101 ish minutes in. You can hear them clearly on the YouTube, which was awesome. And we sat there for a while, man. It was awesome. It was one of my best experiences I've ever had, going back and forth communicating, right? What's up, wanker? Bree's giving it to me. She goes, I didn't hear that. New here? All right, well, all right, fine. If I can't pick on you, then how can we be friends? I don't understand that. How does that work? Yeah, Cass came right in to protect the Bree. He's like, wankers. Jeez, you're all the way in the living room. Just go give a hug. All right. Here we go. One more point on the Giants, and I'm going to start rolling some audio. So get your headphones in. More recent Giant. Smithsonian is trying to hide lumberjacks of Siberia, hired local tribe to help move huge logs. There are lots of photos still online. See what I'm saying? So what I want to do is, it's not about drawing a conclusion saying Bigfoot, someone had sex and made a Bigfoot. That's two giants had sex and made a Bigfoot. That is not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is, if it's plausible in our history books, if it's plausible to have giants in our history books and 8 foot tall, gods in India now, why is Bigfoot so unbelievable? What? Because we've never gotten a body from him? Is that what it is? Is that the only hang up that you got left? Because we know the prints, we know the sounds. All these different things have been well documented to the point where there's so much data, you can call it science. If it's the body thing, then fine, okay. I guess you got me there. I don't know. But think about it. If you go take it, get some roadkill or something, throw it down on some pine needles, and then time it. You're going to see how fast everything gets to it and how fast it goes away. You're going to watch how fast it disappears. So think about that. Remember Tim Vogel had that deer on the ice that he showed us the picture. It was like 7 days, not even. The whole thing was gone. There was remnants of blood and hair, I think. You know what I mean? And that was on the ice. Imagine if it's in the pine needles, it's probably not even blood and hair. You're not going to find any of it because it's all blended in with the pine needles and the leaf litter and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to draw something to say, hey, if this is plausible, why isn't this? And give us a little more ammo, right?
Because then again, you know what? You got a giant. Maybe you can make your own giants, your own tribe, and fight against your giants against their giants. That's what we're talking about. I mean, it's about the
Yeah.
about the
Do
sex
you
part.
want to know if we're going to show the lights from a couple of BOTGs ago? I don't know if I have any of those. You have them in your phone, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Remember?
yeah.
Do we have a clip of? Was that rolling video or are we taking pictures?
Pictures.
Yeah. So you want to save that for your show Tuesday? You
Yeah,
don't
we
have.
can do that on my. Yeah, I'll throw that to you. For you, I'll do it on the Home of the Boom show.
You have an in-house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tuesday night, 7 p.m., we have an in-house show, and we will share the lights from that last investigation. Give us a couple of days to, we have to clip them out of there and all that stuff. Look for video. We haven't done that portion of it, and I don't want to do it here live on the air. So Tuesday night, 7 p.m., Home of the Boom, you will see the lights in the woods from our investigation the other night. How's that? BMO says there have been bodies. I saw one when I was a kid, the original Minnesota Iceman. Yeah, I remember that. Before they changed it out for the fake one, I did a video about it. Well, hell, BMO.
Wow.
Banter Richie B at gmail.com. Let's talk. If we evolved from monkeys, why is there still monkeys now? It all comes down to tree and branches deviation in evolutionary progression. Interesting. Guys are still going. It's like showing up to a crime scene with everything, all details but a body. Can clearly tell something went on with people. Why is all evidence? Well, that's what I said. I always say it. I have enough circumstantial evidence, to convict Bigfoot. Tim Vogel's in here. What's up?
Tony Boy.
What's up, Tim Vogel? And Michigan Cryptid. What's up, Michigan? Michigan stopped by
Michigan.
live today. Michigan, were you there when all the sound effects were happening, or did you come in after that? I think he was there. I thought he was there. Maybe he
I
left.
thought he was there.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure
yeah,
either.
because I remember we were sitting down, and then I was joking around about Ohio State. Yeah, he was there.
Hey,
Tim, make sure you have your AirPods on because we got some audio to play for you from today's investigation.
oh, bro, it was awesome, man.
It was just insane.
Just
Darren, today at Richie's place was insane.
yeah, just be. Oh, dude, Darren, you missed a good one.
Yeah. They were crazier than the other day.
I mean, just being there, the electric feeling that went through your body, the excitement, the the reciprocation when you were, whoa, and then one came right back at you. You were like, holy shit. And then Ernie Davio chimed in. Ernie says, dude, they're like they're responding to you. And that's what they were doing. They were responding to us for like a half an hour, back and forth.
Tree knocks, mouth plops.
Oh my God. Clicks. I heard some clicks in there.
Oh yeah,
And
the
then,
clicks.
and then we were walking away and we get out by the teepee, Darren, and we hear not even that far. The first one was like 40 feet from where we were, and we hear, "Moo." Right?
Oh, Darren. Yeah, because I got my. It's
We both.
by the TP at Richie's place. As we're walking deep in the woods, because all the whoops are across the river. All of a sudden, yeah, right above us. Whoop. I mean, it just went through us. That's how deep and guttural.
That was on our side of the river.
That was on our side of the river, like
And
above us.
he did it twice.
Yeah, 2 times. Really? Yep. He's like, really?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I kept looking over my shoulder. That one made me a little nervous. I didn't know. I didn't understand I didn't understand the behavior.
I think before, yeah, I did a couple more times when we were right by the gifting
I
tree.
think they wanted us just to stay at the benches all day.
Again.
Who scored?
The Wild.
4-3.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not good. That is not good. I think we're still tied up in Boston, middle of the 10th. Yep, we are. And then where is this? Yep, 4-3. Third period, 6 minutes left. Good Lord. All right, let's get going here. Hey, Mooncat, what's happening? Get on your headphones if you just came in, please. Also, one more time, I'm going to tell you, we have a raffle that we got going. It's $5 for your name, basically a ticket. You go on the wheel that's on the computer, basically all technical. You just click it and it just spins on its own. Nothing to do with me. If you haven't seen that type of wheel, it's online. You can go check it out. Your name goes in a slot for every $5 that you give, up to $25. So only 5 chances you can get to try to keep the playing field even. And if you win, if it lands on your name, you win $100 gift certificate to the merch store. All my prices are marked down for minimal profit. So you will, yeah, minimal.
Minimal.
Minimal. You will get all kinds of things for $100. Trust me. You can go right up to like $80 and then cover shipping, and it's zero. $5 or whatever, even 25 if you paid that. You know what I mean? You still got a $75 win. I mean, with cool ass stuff. You know what I mean? So definitely get on board with that. It helps us with the research. It allows me to give back and not just accept donations. And it's something that, if it's successful, I want to continue to do. So we are giving back and just not accepting donations for the research. We want to try to stand out from others, and it helps me. It's just, as a person, I thought of that, and I just felt it was the best way for me to meet you in the middle and say thank you. So I'm hoping we all get on board with it and make this a successful tool that we can use for research and to build up funds for research and buy cameras for research, all that stuff, microphones, all this good stuff. And we want you to be part of that. So, and we want you to get the merch, and we want you to, have some cool stuff. If your family, somebody in your family's into Bigfoot or whatever, hey, buy them something too. You know what I mean? So let's giddy up with that. On the bottom, you see Venmo. I'll put up the PayPal, which is mainly international. Again, hit what I say, friends and family on that, not service and goods, because then they hold it for 21 days and you won't make this raffle. So just do it that way. And then, of course, Cash App as well. So when you do make the donation in the notes, or when you buy the ticket, so to speak, in the notes, just put the word raffle, and then I'll put your name in the spinny slots. All right. Which is this guy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the 10-minute topic with Ricky B and Wojo. Back to you.
All right. So that's the fun spinny wheel. Get yourself some merch. All right, let's go here. Thank you, Wojo, for that. No, leave that one on. You don't get anything underneath it, remember?
Oh, damn
it.
All right, back to you, Waldo.
Yep. The Wheel of Weird. Yeah, that's it, Cass. Now you get it. All right, so here we go. Breeze attack it. Oh, going at go blue, she says. Oh. Here we go. All right, so let's do this. Let's get into the videos. Local video. Boom. Did I put it in here? Oh, I did. I put it here. I'll pause it because it just starts up. Well, Joe, which one's this now? Whoa, it's bugging out. Do you remember it by looking at it?
How many seconds? No, you can't tell.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds. I think that was the whooping.
Okay. All right. Everybody ready with your headphones, please. We got a half hour. I'm going to put some stuff up on the weatherman screen. So I had some cool structures. I hope they fit in. I haven't even tried to crop them. I didn't have time. All right. You ready? Tell Darren to be quiet. What was that sound? Because I can't hear that one.
After you go whoop, then you hear it'll sound like tap tap, but it was those mouth pops.
Oh. Let me try to find them and dial in on them.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it.
You heard it.
Yeah. It's that click sound. Yeah, that's what we're hearing, like mouth
Yeah,
pop.
that was the one pop. That was that one.
All right. Shh. You hear our reaction, right? Yeah, you can. Oh. Darren, we're doing a show. Trying to listen to this mouth pop. He's over here bitching about the Bruins. Yeah, so imagine what that sounded to us like. So when you're there live, it doesn't get dumbed down by the phones and things like that, where it has to go through all the shit to get there. And we react with it. And as you can see, it's across the river. So that mouth pop, that click to you guys is insane to us. Much, much louder to us. And that's why we react. Now, I haven't heard Darren, curious. I haven't had a mouth pop like that in a very long time. So that's really cool.
The cool thing is like the echo. That
Yeah.
I mean, it's that loud because it's like that. And in here, it just sounds like a tap.
Yeah, what's
But,
he
I mean,
bitching
again,
about? Tell him, what's he bitching? It's 5-3. Shut it.
Bruins score. It's 5-3. You have to keep it quiet though. We're running audio.
Right there.
Yeah, now they scored. Yes, it's 5-3. Okay, yeah.
All right, we're good now.
Well, because Darren can't hear you.
I know.
It's yes. And I'm all confused.
Yeah. Tell him I love him. Tell him I love him. Tell Darren I love him. You tell Darren I love him right now.
Oh my God.
Can you not hear me?
What's that, Rich?
I said tell Darren I love him.
Oh, he says I love you.
Oh, yeah.
But he says shut the fuck up. I have to get the point across. Elvis says, listen, you can hear chatty.
All right,
that's another thing, too. All right,
we talked about this.
Yes.
She wasn't there at the time. We talked about this.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Starting over. Dude, you can hear it in the beginning. Listen to the beginning. And then you hear that whoo from the distance, and then I woo back, and then the click comes. Ready?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. You can actually hear that.
I can hear it like that.
We heard that. Well, we heard that when I looked over you and I was doing the hand gesture. I'm like,
Yes, you did.
like chatter, like chatter.
Multiple. I think it was like multiple times. You were
Yeah,
doing it.
I could hear chatter. I said that to you sometime in the live. I said, I wonder if they got together, like Ernie talks about, where he's directing the traffic, which way to go, right? You go over there, I go, look at this guy. He's up by the tree. How could you let him get in? Same type of thing, right? Ready? One more time. And then we'll go to the next one.
All right.
Woo. Right there in the background. Right there. You hear it? It's like a whistle.
Yeah.
But there's chatter mixed in by that whistle. Woo. So in that one video, you actually have a little bit of chatter, hard to hear, but you hear like a whistle. You hear a long woo. That kicks me in to go woo back, and then a click. All in one little 10-second clip. That's how crazy it was today. Right, guys?
Yeah. Kurt says, "Did it ring your ears? Did it ring your ears or make sounds dampen to you for any period of time after you heard that? Sounds kind of piercing then than it was from the distance."
Wow, that's interesting. No, I don't think I dealt with that. That
Look what
effect.
Elder just put up.
There were 4. That's
4. Yeah.
I'm thinking some of y'all's mouth pop attempts should go in the bloopers reel. Yeah, that would be me. I'm terrible at it. You had dry mouth today too. You're usually pretty good at that.
I couldn't even whistle.
Yeah, you can hear some chatter. Kirk can hear it. And look at this. Look at what BMO wrote. Mouth popping, particularly Wampanoag, culture gestures. This likely refers to a nonverbal method of pointing, indicating direction or signal agreement. If you're familiar where we are, the Wampanoags were very prevalent here. Very. They're probably the bigger tribe in this area. Yeah.
It's funny that he said that, Rich, because we like towards the right, we heard the distant, the two different whoops, but then in front of us was the pop, the mouth popping.
Yep.
And then the guy to the left, he did a tree knock from over there.
Yep.
Well, he did a tree knock, so there was multiple acknowledgments going on.
Yep.
So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, BMO. Great job.
Yep. Signal agreement. That was the other thing. So BMO, I don't know if you know my story, but in my backyard, about 80 feet from me, there was 2 of them talking in the bush, literally making that, that type of fast chatter. And at the end of it, they spoke twice. The second time, they ended it with a like that. Knowing where they were, it sounded like a tree knock, but knowing where they were, I knew it wasn't a tree knock. And that's when I had learned that they chest popped like the mountain gorillas for fact because of where they were. And there was 2 other witnesses standing there with me with our mouths on the ground. I mean, my mouth was so close to the ground, I could taste pine needles for a week. I could not believe what was happening. I could tell who was the boss. I could tell who was bigger. I could tell everything. And I knew they were talking about us. That's how crazy it was. And then when you said signal and agreement, basically, yeah, do we eat them or just let them go? You know what I mean? Or they're leaving or whatever. But that ended the conversation. That's the crazy part about what you just said, BMO. That when the first went back to the first guy who spoke, he said another sentence at the end of the sentence, big click. And then the other guy picked right up when that click happened. And he went, he was really big and deep. And then at the end of it, he went, another click, and then boom, silence. Done. And would I just say that because with what it says, he was right on.
But what was unique too is that we were walking away. We were heading towards the gifting area.
Yep.
And we were like a good 40, 50 feet away from where we were sitting at the benches. So they could have just let us go, but instead they brought us back.
They did. Yeah.
They brought us back.
Yep. Yeah, and that's BMO next week on the indigenous, the giants of the indigenous tribes is probably what I'll call it. Origin of Bigfoot Part 3. We're gonna look into all that stuff. So yeah, bring your back your A game. Probably the best yet tech-wise. Yeah, well, I discovered in an update that I could have 4K. And that area has way better signal and way less, a different energy than the other place. Let's put it this way. The sun, it's very hard to get sun in there. So things will kind of conjugate there that probably you don't want to conjugate there. I wonder if there's an overseer that watches like three of them and signals to them with the popping, and when the other three are close together, you get the chatter. Yeah, that's very well, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Oh, thank you, Sunfry. It was clearer. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I guess you've been watching. Yes, we have some pretty grainy, shitty videos, but we don't edit. I'm not going to edit. Nope. Not going to get you 4K. I might get you two versions. I do want to do that. We've discussed that many times. I do want to pull what we do in 4K, which in turn will gather the same evidence. You'll get to watch it live and then see it in 4K. That is a goal that we are attempting to do. Therefore, the raffle and things like that to try to raise the money for the tech stuff. That's what we want to do. We've discussed it over and over again. That's what I've been wanting to do for a long time. I want to be able to upload it for you guys so you could see it in 4K, man. And of course, the camera would be behind us watching what we do as opposed to you watching through the camera. So that's the goal. Well, the big ones, yeah, dude, that one behind us. I mean, that thing we just went, what the? And he did it twice. The second one was a little bit smaller, but not smaller size, but smaller sound. All right, here we go. Moving on to the next one. You ready, guys? So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the tech going, but again, we all have
Doing our best.
We're doing our best, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad for a couple of no names.
Mm-hmm.
People are just jealous because they wear dog. All right, so my go-to every time is the rational thinking of my brain. Every time you're probably gonna hear me go, is that a dog? It's just the rational part of my brain comes out. I'm trying to be rational. I'm trying not to yell Bigfoot at everything. When they do it twice in a row right off the bat, I'm like, maybe a dog's gonna bark like 8 more times because that's what dogs do. But then it stops and starts going individual. You'll hear me even say that. Oh, that was once, because that's significant to me. Not many dogs just bark once and chill and then bark once. There are some dogs, I'm sure they get older, that's what they do because their throat hurts. But that's not the case here, and that's just my natural reaction. So, and yes, we talk through stuff. So listen, because we're there shitting our pants and excited all at the same time. So. Excuse us if we talk over things. I still love you and myself.
Hi, Donna. Just have your earpods on. We're just playing some audio from today's investigation.
That's right, Jim. We have Jonna Copus in the house. Welcome to the Bigfoot Banter, the Richie B podcast show. How was
Donna.
that? Was that nice?
That was very nice.
You're welcome, Donna. BMO. He's going to be talking about this all night. Infantry Battalion Scout Troops are of our 4 soldiers we got that from Native Tribe Tactics. Oh, cool, man. All right, headphones in. Let me get a caption going here. Let's do PayPal. All right, PayPal scrolling at the bottom. Buy yourself a raffle ticket, $5. Your name goes on the spinny wheel. You get a $100 gift certificate to the Banter Richie B merch store, whether you find Home of the Boom, Banter with Richie B, all kinds of great merch, from socks to coffee mugs to posters to stickers to patches. Everything's way lower than any other merch store that you've ever seen. Trust me. Promise you that. All right, on with the show. Stop talking. The dog? All right, so I'm going to play that back because this is what we heard first. Oh! The dog? Oh. Woo!
It sounds like a different spot.
You! Woo! One at a time. Hang on, guys. Two of them. You! 3. 3 different directions.
You. The dog? You.
It sounds like a different spot.
You.
You hear what I say there? It's one at a time. It's one at a time. That's when the rational part of the thinking goes out, and now I'm on to Bigfoot. Now I know what I'm hearing, because it's not that I'm a dummy. It's that I don't want to just jump to conclusions. I want to wait and process so I know what I'm dealing with, and not just, oh my God, that was Bigfoot, everybody, like constantly. This was more than I'd say, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it was, of just back and forth. You can hear us going. They're replying right to us. That's the crazy part.
Two of them.
You.
This is where you're walking. Three different directions.
You. The dog? Oh. You.
It sounds like a different spot.
You.
Two of them.
Yeah, that one I have a tough time hearing. I want to hear that again.
You'll hear the two at the end too. Of this.
Two.
Yeah, I can't hear it. It's hard to hear that one.
You.
This is where you're walking. Three.
That was to the left.
Oh, you know what it was? We heard like instead of going whoop, they were going you. It was just a weird, like a different whooping.
Yeah, and some of them were
But
quiet.
we heard
Yeah.
some of them went low though.
Yes, very quiet.
Ooh.
Yep. You're
Yeah,
right.
I
You're
think
right.
that's why we acted like that.
Yeah, we probably didn't pick it up. Hey, what's up, Jason Finch? Welcome. Good to see you. I think they're trying. Yeah, they did for some reason when we walked away to go to the new gifting site, they would just go off, and we were over in the dead zone. We could still hear them way back there. And then when we walked off, and the big one was like, whoop, it was almost like, hey, stay here. But we took that as, why are you trying to keep us away from the dead zone, bro? Yeah, we want to sit there. Yeah, we found what we're looking for, so to speak, stay there for hours and stuff. We had something to do. We have data to collect. We have research to do. So as much as, we want to hang out there and do that, we have to go do what we got to do. Hopefully they'll be there. Hopefully they followed us. That was the intention. And I thought we got a whoop went closer to where we were when I was sitting down towards the end. But the gifting site number 2 was hit, and they ate the granola bars and they ate all the Reese's and they knocked a rock off that I gave them right in the same area. The crystal is still missing. The pelvic bone is still up in the tree. That gifting area is active twice now. And when they've been together, I think, this week would be the second time since we started doing this for the gifting chair, or did we already do the gifting chair twice? No, it would be, we already did it twice.
Yeah.
So during this cycle with the 2 sites, what do we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This will be both. Now it's both complete with both.
Oh, right. So Sunday. Well, no, I thought it was. Oh, it was Thursday,
Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah, we started Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Saturday. Gotcha. So that now we have a pattern going. This is what's really important. Okay. The sounds I think are always going to be there. We've always recorded them. Yes, this was a little more prolific than most, but the important thing is the data. The collection of data is science. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to develop a pattern. We're trying to collect data from that pattern, and we're trying to watch the behaviors, and also prove that they're nomadic and not migrational. I've always known that to me because, when you find a 18 and a half inch print in the snow, or track lines like we have this winter in particular with all the snow we've had, they don't leave the area. What are you going to migrate for? You try to migrate to get away from the snow because it buries all the food and slows all the animals down that you're supposed to eat. Well, guess what? That doesn't do this. That doesn't happen to them. They're still here in 3-4 feet of snow. Period. End of discussion. That game's over. There is no migration as far as the New England Bigfoot goes. None. Zero. Zilch. Not a void. Bye. It's over. Done. We have proven that. 100% data collected. Period. End of discussion. Would you agree with that, Wojo?
Oh, 100%.
There you
And
go. And if Wojo
in
says it, done.
in this situation, we could have walked away, Rich. We could have just walked away. They could have kept their mouth shut, whatever. But I just believe that they brought us back. And I know Elder would attest to this too, is that they want to have this form of communication with us. They could have just stayed quiet the whole time. But instead, the past several times now, they really are, a form of communication. Remember, I had I kept knocking. We heard a knock, the mouth popping. They just keep bringing us back in. And yes, Bitchy, we know you're there. We love the music. Awesome, dude. But put your headsets on, though, kid, because we're playing some audio here for you. And Benno, you're awesome, man. We love you. Thank you.
Yes. Look at Denny O. Semper Fi, he says to his
Yeah.
brother.
Oh, yeah. He's shouting, Semper Fi over here.
Hey, Semper Fi over here.
Yeah.
Love you, Denny O. That's my boy. No doubt, man. We blew his mind. Woo! Dude, we got him good on that one. Come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we're full of this stuff. You guys got to watch. You got to be on your toes with the Richie B and Wojo. You just can't go chilling out. We're always got to come up with something to blow your mind. That's my boy right there, hooked up. Thank you, Benno. $10. He gets two slots for Benno. Awesome. And we got Denny and Anthony. So there's 4. There's 4 slots right there. So come on in. Put the word raffle right next to that. $5 per. You can go up to 5 times for $25. No higher, please. We're trying to keep it a level playing field for everybody to get an opportunity to win a $100 gift certificate to the Banter Richie B merch store, where there's all kinds of cool stuff. I might even design some more stuff. And I added, by the way, if you win and you want something personalized, reach out to me. I will get the item that you want personalized. I will edit that item with your name on it, with your son's name on it, your daughter's name on it, your wife's name on it, a picture that you might want on it. You give it to me and I'll put it on there. Got it? Done deal.
One last thing, Rich. If you're out there, because you're always good to remind us of things. I just want to try a little, I don't know, a little test. This is twice by the river now, Rich, that they've been whooping and getting our attention.
Yep.
I wonder if we go by the Folly, if we get the same type of response. Being around water and all, maybe the whoops carry better.
No, I mean, but we've done that before at the Folly, but they're more active now. So I don't know what would differentiate saying like why now type of thing, right? We've been there plenty of times. We've whooped up plenty of times. We've knocked plenty of times. Maybe they're just getting more comfortable. Maybe it's just ramping up. Maybe we're just working hard enough to get that reward. Maybe that's the thing. And the Folly would be a good reason. We haven't been there in a long time.
Right.
And the Folly would be a great place for a recorder, by the way. I'm just saying,
Or even at where we were today.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea either. But
Where we were to the far right from the benches.
yeah, on that little inlet.
Yeah.
Up in a tree. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I think that's a great idea. And Denny said we just sent 2 checks out to families this week. God bless those families with what they're going through. Ella's Army, Prayers for Ella. Go over to the Prayers for Ella Facebook page, please, and you can donate to their cause as well. What Denny's family does after losing their amazing daughter Ella, who's where you see the ladybugs, who's good friends with my son Jack in heaven, and I'm truly blessed that is the way it is. His family writes checks to other families that are going through this process. People have bills. People still have, while going through that horrible tragedy of pediatric cancer, they all still have bills. They all still have lives that they're supposed to be living. But what's more important? Of course, your child is, you go be with your child, and it puts you in a predicament. You know, it puts you in a predicament because life is still moving past you as you grieve and try to fight and try to comfort. And what Denny and his amazing family has done is, and they're a 501c. They're legitimized through the Massachusetts state. So that's huge, man. That's huge. And you donate to them, and what they do is they write a check for those parents going through this, and they say, here, pay your mortgage. Here, pay your car payment. It's not, it's much as they can give. And what happens is, because Denny is in the police brotherhood. There's the police type. What am I trying to say? Foundations and give donations as well. They kind of follow behind them and double it. You know what I mean? So if somebody's going through that horrible, horrible, heinous tragedy of having to go through that with their child, this relieves that from them, so they can just go hug as much as possible. So Denny, you guys are amazing people. We were at their fundraiser a couple weeks ago and surprised Denny, and it was just an amazing, amazing event. And to watch these people work as much as they do and have a tight circle like they do, it is so powerful, man. It is so powerful, dude.
Richie, maybe Tuesday. We got some pictures. I mean, we'll post up a couple of pictures.
Yeah. We'll put some pictures of the event up there. Denny, if you can get us some more pictures, we're going to put them up there. I want to kind of tighten up that video that I made. I kind of put that together so everybody would be aware of that. Absolutely huge deal watching them work. And I sat there a few times, honestly, by myself, and everybody was running around. I had a lump in my throat just watching all the love and power. The energy in that place was so thick and happy, and just watching it, just, there's sadness, of course. You're there for a sad reason, but to watch that positive energy just come out and just right in cancer's face, like, you want some of this, bitch? You know what I mean? That's what I felt. I felt like a fighter. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Cops for Kids with Cancer is what my boy Denny O says. Get us some information on that as well, Denny. We're going to pop that on Tuesday as well with some pictures. So, all right, everybody. So watch for that on Tuesday.
It was about 400 people, Denny. Yeah, and they were awesome because they, to meet all these people in there, we didn't even know who they were, and they're like, hey, we know, we heard all about you guys. You guys are great. Thank you for being Denny's friend and
how many
getting
times?
the word out and things like that. Me and Richie kept looking at each other like, whoa, this is like incredible.
Thank you for being here for him, they said. Everybody said that because you know why? Denny's the conductor, man. He's the one. His energy just bolts out everywhere. I'm not saying his wife, his daughter, all of it. But Denny, to me, when I stood there and watched it, it was just like he was just bolting out all this energy, man. The dude's got plenty of it. It was It was amazing to watch. I got it. I saw the whole circle in the big picture, watching it all happen. I was like, oh my God, now I get it. Being on his inside type of deal. $32,000 they raised. 32,000, man. You're a badass dude. Your wife's a badass. Your daughter's badass. And you have a ton of respect for all your people in that circle that work tirelessly to put on that event. And you guys used to do it bigger. That's crazy. Crazy, dude. They're probably there who knows how long, trying to clean up, set up, days, weeks, months, year, all year round. Amazing people. Kudos to
and
all
the
you
raffles
guys.
were so smooth. I mean, it was close to like 150, I think, of raffles. Like they had to tone down the raffles this year because it was so much the past several years. But
People donating, everybody doing every little thing they could, man. Everything, and
everything.
And no steak tips on a stick, by the way.
Oh
my
the chicken wings.
Chicken wang. Oh my God.
Get in my belly.
All right, back to Bigfoot.
I
see you, Ella. We got you, girl.
Let's go. You, girl.
Let's go. Fire it up. All right, I didn't even have that full volume, I don't think. My apologies. All right, here we go.
The dog? Oh. Woo! It sounds like a different spot. You! One at a Two of them. Two of them. You. This is where you're walking. Three. Three different directions.
That's when shit got real.
You. The dog?
That's just awesome. You know, and that's the significance of multiple subjects, right? And different directions, right? That starts giving it more validity every time, you know, what you were hearing. You knew what you were hearing at that point. But all of a sudden you hear one boom over here, one boom over there. You're like, holy shit, and there's nothing but woods and river. Woohoo!
Well, because you noticed I was facing you. That's when we first heard it, and then you could see me turn. That was to the left, and it was just like a back and forth thing. And but I think I think it might be the last video clip.
I got one. I got two left, I think, unless I got two of the same. I'm not. No, this is it right here. I don't know. Here we go.
That's
Oh,
That's loud.
yeah, that's the lower one. See, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's
But that's what we're talking about. That there was a hey TKB, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro.
Hey, brother.
We had some conversations with Sasquatch today in the woods, and we're just replaying some of it after talking about the origins of Bigfoot, giants of North American giants, part 2, and at the end we like to share evidence, as you know. So this is our evidence from the live today. We had whooping going back and forth, knocking. We had mouth pops. We had clicking. It was amazing, dude. A lot of it was in response to us, which was absolutely special. So, if you got headphones, put your headphones on. If not, roll with it, brother.
That's loud.
That was awesome.
That's
I like the little one, dude.
Yeah. And the last one,
Yeah, I'm in the middle of something, sir.
yeah, the last one I think you'll like.
I like them all, dude.
Yeah, I do too.
That's loud. That's loud.
That is so cool, man. All right, let's check out the last one. I'm gonna start loading up some pictures, bro. It's after 8, so that's all right. I just want to go to the store too. I gotta get something. This one, 12-second
Yep.
one. All right,
Mhm.
let me get the loop going. Let me get it on loud. Let's press play. I'll start loading some background. Oh yeah, yeah, double. You're right.
Plane. Yeah.
Oh, woo!
Double. Fucking plane.
I'm always bitching about planes. Did I? I think I put them in here, right?
Double. Fucking plane.
Little extra commentary for you. No surprise, right? Oh, I don't even know if I got these in here, Woj.
Fucking plane.
6-3 final. Bruins win. I love that.
Double.
Oh, Red Sox lost. Damn it.
Yeah.
I thought we had a nice double victory. All right, let me go.
Double.
Damn it.
Fucking plane. Yeah. Double. Fucking plane. Yeah.
Oh, here they are.
Double. Fucking plane.
All right, here we go. So now I got to go in here.
I think the last one. I know you can hear the double whoop at the end, but I
Fucking
think
plane.
another double whoop. But I think it was the 2 mouth pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double.
What do you mean the last one? What mouth pops?
Plane.
What?
The one, the video before this one. I think that was because I had one with it was a double pop because
Double.
you could hear
That's
the you know
you had it as that?
it was like
Oh, I didn't hear
yeah
that anymore. Where was that?
I think it was in the last video
Fucking
towards
plane.
the beginning.
Yeah.
That's okay. At least we
Yeah.
got one of them in. That's all I care because you can hear it clear as day.
Double. Fucking plane.
Oh, it did that, didn't it? Fuck, dude.
Double. Fucking plane.
Yeah, you can still hear it even through the plane. That's the crazy part, right?
Yes, Elder. I mean, you can hear like
Fuck. Sorry.
Plane.
like something else added, and it is chatter.
There was a lot of chatter today. I'll give you that 100%, Elder. Absolutely.
A lot of it.
You are hearing it correctly. There was chatter, man. Let me just. Woo, woo.
Double.
I'll change this up in a minute. Hang on, I'm enjoying it. All right. So what's everybody thinking about that, Wojo? Pretty badass, right?
Double.
Yeah.
Fucking plane.
Every win for the bees really counts. Yeah, well, that was a big one today because Wild was in first place. Imagine how somewhere up there.
Double.
It was just amazing.
Plane.
What a day. You say it was in the first one I played?
I think it was the one before it.
One before the first one? What the hell is he talking about? Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Is this today? No, that's not today.
It's a video.
Yeah, this is today.
Okay.
It's stored it somewhere else. All right.
You hear that?
Is that weird sound?
Yeah.
Oh, that comes through the phone. Weird.
It does.
Yeah, it sounds like a weird mechanical sound almost.
It sounds like a tap.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish they were all there so they could hear what we're hearing because it's nuts.
Yeah.
So I'll loop that for a second, guys. Try that. That's a mouth pop. Another mouth pop. Yeah, we were hearing that a lot, man. Hello? Oh. See where that one falls. Hey, did we get pictures of that birch tree set up?
The birch tree setup.
Yeah, the one that was blown through the other trees and laid across the trail. Before we left on the way back, we found it. Oh, you noticed it?
Oh, I didn't take that picture. I took the picture. Oh, I ended up taking the picture of the break of that twist right
Really?
after that.
I think I got a screenshot of it. That was pretty dumb. I think we were just so blown away with that thing. Jesus, that thing was nuts, dude. Seriously. All right, we're gonna go down here. I'm gonna look large for a minute. Everything is gray behind me. Let me see which one I'm on. Let's get moving here. I got a few in here that I tried out, so we're gonna see how it looks. I'll do the best I can. All right, stay with me. Be right back in a few minutes. Well, thank you for the update, Jason Finch. Our Sam has quiet the glorious beard today. Our Sam has quiet the glorious beard today. Our Sam. Is that something I missed? They were playing Minnesota, so it doesn't advance anything, but any loss. But Minnesota's a really good team, so that was my point. But anyways, moving on from hockey. Back to the show. Thanks. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to put on the rest of the show. Here we go. Here we go. Gonna put on the rest of the show.
Yeah, BMO. I was just taking random pictures, man. It's just insane.
Like squared up.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna go a little further back. Oh yeah, that's probably money right there. What you got? Oh, hey, dude, that's a perfect setup. Are you shitting me? Nailed it. First shot. Let's go. Weatherman always fires me up. You know that, right? All right, excuse me, Jack. Oh, let me get his bone and teeth.
I see why Bree was saying that. It says Sam's pretty paranormal on the lower bottom.
Oh yeah, I don't know why it says that. It wasn't every time I put that up. It does. I'm the cornbread mofo. Maybe I didn't change my name today.
Cornbread mofo.
I'm the cornbread mofo. All right, check it out. Here we go.
Yeah, I think some of these were like 16 inches in diameter.
Oh, this thing was nuts, bro. I don't know if I can get any. Yeah, it'll just take. We can zoom in on it because we can. Let's get in and see what's going on. Cause we can. There we go. Let's have a look at it, guys. Is that nice and big for you? Look at that crisscross. Look at that thing. Look at that going every which way, bro.
And the amazing arch.
Oh, look at that arch area, right?
Right in.
Look at that arch. Where's it go? Dude, we should have checked. Oh, you can see it bends underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Oh, here I am. Right there is the end of the arch. And it goes underneath that log that way. That thing's crazy, bro. Seriously. That whole area is just nuts, dude. You know what I mean? And then we can kind of zoom in a boom, boom. Yo, shake my butt. All right, so everybody sees this. What we got for comments? Anybody watching? 16 inches. Oh,
what's up with the women today?
I know, right? Right? Do you want Robert Wadlow's DNA as well? I mean, that's kind of peculiar, don't you think? Do you
That's
think?
A good question. Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you were.
No, yeah, I got it. Do you think some of the Cass is in the other room laughing? Let's go out and high five her already, all right, bro? Do you think some of these structures take more than one sassy to complete? A lot of them I do. What's up, Bonnie Hunting Bear? She was there today. We played a lot of audio. Now you got to go back and listen to this, Bounty. No, nature cannot arch. And Pam, can nature make 90-degree angles? Anybody? Anybody know that?
Yeah. I mean, I wish I took another picture on the side. I mean, you can see the stress fractures on it, but I'll tell you, it's just amazing the size of that arch. I mean, it's about 10 inches.
Let me see like this. Try to climb up. Was that good? So, anyways, that's that one. Let's see if the other ones fit in. Because remember, I didn't crop these. I mean, we're taking a chance here, buddy. I mean, something could look like fuckery on this show. You know how perfect I like it.
But the more I look at this picture and Damien's question, I mean, you would think there would be like possibly 2 or 3 sassies doing this, but maybe one can do all that. I mean, there's a lot of artists out there that do things, and it's a good question. I mean, we never seen Bigfoot make these, so I can't elaborate. But
well, no, but it would be drawing up a hypothesis or something like that. So I would suggest that yes, more than one do. This is a family affair. I think this is a family affair. That's what I think. I think some of them are teachings, but this would be a family affair, I bet. They'd be like, whoop, boom, boom, bang, over here, hey, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boy, you could fly. All right, I am putting up the Cash App in case anybody needs to use Cash App for the raffle. Dude asked a while back, and I'm sorry, dude, I had it in my head, but I forgot. When will the drawing be? I wanted it for next Saturday, but I want everybody to have enough time and to make this the first try. I want to do it every 2 weeks, twice a month. So it has to build up popularity. So however we get it to that popularity where everybody's involved, then it'll be the following. I was hoping every 2 weeks. Let's put it that way. If there's enough money coming in where we can get everything together and do it next week, and there's popularity with it, because you have to start it right. If it doesn't start right, it'll fizzle out. So I'm hoping next week. In order to make some of these physically impossible structures, they have to be using some kind of energy to pass trees through other trees, like changing the physical structure. Interesting theory. Huh. Protein drinks, you think? Only at atomic levels, 90 degrees. So wait.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry. Curious. Only at atomic levels, 90 degree? You mean Mother Nature can make a 90-degree angle at atomic levels? Oh yeah, that's me. That's me, Mooncat. Don't get freaked out, bro. This is a window cover, and this right here is a shadow because it has thickness to it. I got you, boo. But you know what's funny about that, Mooncat? It lines up with this tree perfectly, doesn't it? This is a piece of wood. This is cement. All right. I think I said that before, though. But, who remembers shit these days? I sure don't. All right. Let me know how this one looks. Oh, all right. That's possible. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. See that line still there, buddy? I know. But seriously, this is not a cosmic line, guys. This is just a shadow. I got to put a little light in here somewhere to where it kills that shadow. Although quite unique way to do evidence, still trial and error, because this is only one of a kind right here. Look at that thing. Now this thing was intriguing because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, I think they come through, and you can see down by my foot, my feetsies. A lot of these come from different places. Now this one here, what is going on with this one? Is that balancing? What is this, Woj?
I think it's just right on top, facing us. It's just on an angle.
Let me see. Oh.
Yeah, I agree, TKB.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's stuck in between and leaning. Oh, so it's leaning on these ones, but it's angled leaning on these ones too. So it's in this little triangle area stuck. And there's the end of it there. But look how they all get stuffed into between these trees, man. Not just one tree. Look at it. You can almost see the bend in this coming back to this tree. See how it bends a little bit right here? You guys see that? It bends a little bit right here and then goes to that tree right there. That's wild. That's pretty cool, huh? Everybody see all right?
But to go back on TKB's question on energy, I mean, we found another structure that used to be a 90-degree angle. Remember I pointed out to you today, Rich, that it healed itself again.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's like possibly like that healing energy,
Yep.
For what reason I don't know, but they can do whatever they want.
It's a true story. So besides the atomic levels, minerals have formations with right angles. But some of that scientifically is called into question, or geologically, I guess, is called into question if they're natural. Because I've read a lot about the temple that you talk about, Ron. There's a lot of cuts and things in that can't be explained. You said that yourself. Even some of the stones cut, and it can't be explained. Well, there's some rocks that are just strewn about wherever on the ground, and they have that same type of thing, but they don't think it's natural. That's at least what I've read. Mimic a lot of what they learned from the Native Americans. Yeah, I agree. Like we are definitely all along the same theory, Reverend. Welcome, good to see you. And if you back this show up a little bit, Reverend, you'll be able to hear some crazy, crazy communication whoops. And when I say communication whoops, because we're whooping, they're whooping back. It was wild, dude. All right, let's go on to the next one here.
In BMO, I want to look up. I want to try to get into that Wampanoag symbols, because it's just so interesting. And yeah, we should. We just never thought of the Wampanoag tribe. We're just too busy thinking, all right, Bigfoot. We know indigenous ways that they built these things, but we'll start fresh, Rich. The Narragansett and Wampanoag, and study their symbols and their
Yeah,
culture.
I agree 100%. We're going to include all the indigenous peoples' tribes. We're going to go through all of them. We're definitely being pushed in that direction. You notice that, right? And then all of a sudden, once I started researching the Wampanoags, and then boom, I had to start. Oh my God, there's all Algonquin, Narragansett. There's all these other tribes, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness. If they say learn your local indigenous people's language, and I'm thinking, oh my God, we got a lot of languages to learn. Let's try different words. Let's try brother in many different phases, right? Or did they use the same one because it was geographically convenient? I don't know. We have to research that, go into the woods and say that, and say it, and say some of these words. So that's what we're going to be attempting to do. So everybody, look at this thing, man. This thing's crazy, right? Well, if we are part of nature and we make 90 degrees, then yes. But we're part of nature, but not part of Mother Nature. Fair? Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Some of the Native American tribes married their daughters off to Sasquatch. Whoa. And even exchanged communication and language. Mooncat says, I've been thinking, what if any biological triangulations can be their portals? Yeah, we thought about that. We had a whole show about that almost one night. We definitely had some epiphanies that night, if you remember, Wojo, with that 3D type.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, triangle. It was amazing. Fire and Drummond, well, they could be speaking Wampanoag, right, because they were the predominant tribe in this area. They could, in fact, be a variant of. I agree. That's a great point. Bounty Hunter, that's cool. All the different people. Yeah. Fool's gold and many salts grow in like structures with 90-degree angles. In those cases, they just do. It's how they form. In those cases, right? And where do you generally find fool's gold? Which would have something to say. Yeah, and the pic does suggest it. You're right. And the pic suggests an asterisk with a stick going through it, and a totally different location when we found the original one. And here we go again, right? Now we're gonna watch this one here. Roger, you remember where this structure is? Isn't this over in the dead zone?
Yeah.
So watch this. You see how this one has a lot of bark on it?
Yep.
These ones do not. Well, we
Right.
now have an opportunity because this is part of this structure now to watch. So we'll date that and we'll watch and see what happens to the bark. Does it fall naturally, or do we go back and a bunch of it's taken off and missing? Oh, nice, Reverend. I would bet if you measure the left and right running to the side of here we go, Wojo, you will find accurately they will blow your mind. Nope. TKB, we did that last week, right, Woj?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
TKB says, I would bet if you measure the left and right running to the side of the center, you will find accurately that it will blow your mind visually. It looks perfect. Yes. So
Yeah.
we measured one a TP, a 3-piece TP, like a triangle, and they were all 9 feet, 9 feet, and 9 feet, which equals
Yep.
27, by the way. So maybe 27 has something to do with it, and not just 9 feet, Woj.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know, another angle to look at, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Look at all the brains we got going off in here tonight. You guys aren't gonna sleep tonight. These two dummies right here got all you smart people blowing up over there. You see this shit? I love it. I love it. It's found in quartz veins, correct? Not openly. That was my point. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what's here. It's hard to see the picture. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you remember the teepee structure that's right by the river that we always see?
Yeah.
I'm looking at. I just remembered. I forgot to check on the picture. Remember they added another tree. Those two trees.
Yeah.
They weren't there.
They weren't there, right?
They were not there.
Yes.
I'm going to send it to you.
Dude, I got that right, didn't I?
Yep.
Yep. See, this is why you go back to the same research area over and over and over again. You know it like the back of your hand. When I saw that tree, I said, that tree was not there before. And boom, we have proof that it wasn't. That's
I sent
bad.
it on your phone.
I just saw it go off.
Yeah.
That's badass. I think I'm going to do a little dance.
Look how clear. But look at the whole area.
And do you have the after? Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's wide open, bro. Oh yeah, we'll do that Tuesday night. That's another thing for Tuesday night, bro. Tuesday night show is gonna rock. But before Tuesday night, you have Ghost Cats and Cryptids with the Legend of Maine, Gene Tewksbury, 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Be here, man. The Banter Richie B Podcast Network. Gene Tewksbury kicks ass. Make sure you're here 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Ghost Cats and Cryptids, baby. We got it all. I love this shit. When I lived in the woods, I used to build structures similar to that when I first started building. Interesting. Robin Smith, I have noticed their structure shaped like some Egyptian hieroglyphs shapes. Quartz and gold veins can act like power cables. Man, this is just, I think my head's going to explode.
Mm.
You know? Yeah, come back for everybody come back Tuesday night at 7. We're going to have some crazy talk. Look at this mess. Look at that beautiful artistry mess. Look at this. Everybody, look at this creation. Right? You talk about building, Reverend, right?
Thank you, Ben.
Oh, Benno, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ben,
We got you, Ella girl.
Danny.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I got goosebumps.
Amen.
Yo, goosebumps, bro. Look at I love that, bro. I love that guy. I missed you. I don't know how you've been, Benno. Don't you ever run off of me again. I'll find you.
Benno's birthday's the 27th. Wow.
Oh, see? Yeah, Benno's got some strange things about him. I just want to sit down with Benno for a full 2 hours and talk. So check it out, man. Look at this thing. Comes up. Look at the break. Look at right about here. You can almost put a level on that. It dips a little bit down that end, but look how level this is. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Look at it. Then you have this arch comes into it like this.
Yeah.
I'm getting good at this. I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then look down here. Don't be missed by the letter A over here, folks. Don't miss that. Look at this little letter A right here. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
This place is nuts. What's going on over here? Does this thing bend around stuff? What? This guy. This is not.
I'm going to zoom in on that.
That's just not Mother Nature, dude.
No, it goes up and downward.
Oh yeah, look at that. Takes a right. Look at this. Look at this thing. Goes up. Look at it. Stop right here. Takes it right at the lights. Whoop. See it? Tell me how Mother Nature did that. This thing was destined for over here at the end of its life. It was destined to go this way. This thing is taking a right and then another right. Look at this down here. Look at this. Tell me how the magic whirlywinds did this shit. Go ahead. Look at that. And here's another thing. Look at this bark on this one, Woj. There's another one. We gotta keep an eye on because this one was fairly new right here. This thing that is awesome. That thing is awesome, bro. Great
What's kind of cool is that tree that you were just pointing at that you call by the lights. It's just that part of the stick can be so fragile. They just snap, you know, if you try to put too much pressure and force. But they manipulate it just so perfect, you know. It's just incredible what they do. Because if we were to do that, we probably would have snapped off the end.
Dude, just look at that. And now look at all this right here. For this arch. This arch is intertwined. Right? Look at all these branches here, and it comes down here. Like this. It's all matching, dude. It's all together. It's all connected. You know, talking about energy and stuff, guys. Right? Talk about energy and stuff. Most of these trees, you know, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's alive trees in here, mixed in with now dead trees. But they make that shapes that we're talking about. There's energy in those.
But when you got live and dead, but see how the box stands out. Those are standout symbols right there.
Not right now, D. We do not. That needs further research before it's presented on a podcast. We're gonna try to figure that one out. That crazy face or whatever the hell that was. Did I do this one here? Yep, this one here.
D. On that follow up on that triangle, it looks like because I zoomed in when I got home, it just looks like a clean piece of wood that's like on the ground where it's like in a wet area because there was another piece of that, you know, brightness right beside it, another piece of whatever it is. I think it's a piece of wood. But I think it's definitely worth taking a walk over there the next time. That was weird.
Benno, it's Sunday. Don't want to hear it. Although when we do our Sunday shows, he's at work on Monday, so he doesn't miss that. Well, listen, nobody rides for free, Benno. You know, you've been around long enough that I like to ask for the tickets, please. Okay? Nobody rides for free. Okay? If I see something, I'm going to say something. Tickets, please. Okay, moving on. Go ahead.
You know, at TKB, I think it's just more water because there's a lot of watery areas around. Like the big river, we have like inlets that kind of like surround us a little bit.
A lot of
like, the gifting area too, Rich. That's, you know, possibly, you know.
Well, now that we've built the gifting area, we might see new structures pointing in that direction. And no, we do have offerings, Reverend Wolf. We do have offerings, and we always keep offerings. We always, give offerings. Trail cameras are a bust. You know, we've had one out there for almost a year and a half, and we've gotten 3 interesting things off of that camera, which is more than I can say for most. Ron says, I actually have a lot of respect what wind can do after watching a burst right next to my house a week or so ago. Looked like a cat fight. Yeah, but that, you know, that's different. You know, that involves shattering and breaking and up high breaking, down low breaking, clearing a trail breaking. You know, shear winds and downbursts. They come down and blow the trees out. You know, this ain't what we're getting bending. You know, the wind doesn't bend. You know, it bends over time. If you got piles of ice on there for, you know, a couple of months, maybe then the tree's like, oh my God, my back hurts. You know what I mean? Shit like that. I've seen both and plenty of both. And to me, like if you're looking at this, that's a car wreck. It looks like a bridge collapsed. You know, and that is what happens with wood. That's what happens with metal. You know, yeah, we got recorders, bro. I got recordings that'll blow your mind, kid. You need to come around more often. For two dummies, we got things surrounded. Don't you worry, brother. I think you're working with more than Bigfoot based on the size, elves, fairies, who knows? Oh yeah, we have a few theories. We actually have pictures of wisps. I don't know if you remember that, TKB. And I'm not a big proponent of stuff like that, but I can't deny what's on my camera either. You know what I mean? So that night Andy was here, the sky was lit up. Not the sky, the
I
woods.
think that was more like a fairy.
Yeah, well, that's what wisps are. Wisp of fairies.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that because I said something to Jess about it. She's like, "Oh, those are fairies. They were in the movie Brave or whatever that was on Disney."
Yeah.
And she educated me with Disney. That was weird. Hey, Kelly Porter, what's up, my man?
Hey, Kelly.
I see a Thunderbird shape with wings. So there you go. I mean, you look in here. Look at this. You got one going this way, one going that way. This one's bent. That's bent, right? All these other trees are fine, guys. Look at all these other trees. Take that into mind. You know, take that into consideration. Look at all these trees, man. Look at all the good trees, right? They're not much different than what you're seeing that are laid out, man. I mean, this one's bigger, sure. But look at all these ones. Basically what you see here, if it's the magic whirlywinds, first of all, why aren't these broken and shattered, blown apart at some point, somewhere? Oh, thank you, BMO. That means a lot, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, we're YouTube's best kept secret, and they made us even more secret. Shame on you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Shame on
Roll
you.
a dog.
Roll the dog's back. So, anyways, that's the last one right there of the night, guys. We have a big show, obviously, now coming up on Tuesday on Wojo's show, the Home of the Boom, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to get further into this evidence that we have not shared with you guys yet, and you're going to get a chance. You're going to get a chance to see it again on Tuesday. Not again. You're going to see things you haven't seen yet on Tuesday. So you got to make sure you tune in for that. I'm going to swing my camera around.
Hey, Rick. Oh, Rick. Oh,
What?
just because I'm curious too. Mooncat, she says it was like two. There's two back there on the ground by two dark trees on the right.
Oh,
And I
I
was
just
like,
off my camera. Thanks. Thanks. Great.
what happened?
I unplugged my camera. Where the hell did it go? Oh, man. I don't even know where the hell it goes. Where'd it go? That's the battery. Oh, Wojo. I could just... Right in the...
Could I possibly see something myself because I zoomed in?
No, it's all fucked up. Damn you. That was fine. No. No. Power's still going for a few more minutes, I bet. Oh.
Yeah, Bree.
Can you see it, Chance?
Yep.
All right. I can't see it anymore.
Oh, shit.
What are you looking at?
It's in the far right, in the lower right. I see I see something dark like lower.
In the background? And now you get kicked. All right, I'm done. We'll look at it on Tuesday. I mean, you know. Now my shit's going dim. God damn it. All right. All right, now I lost Wojo. So, chatter. Sorry, Mooncat. Good observation. We'll research that further and see where it goes. I don't know where Wojo went. He probably had his phone die. No signal. I'm here, aren't I? It had no signal because I had to unplug it to try to get my power cord back in. All right, that's enough of that nonsense. All right, you see the chaos you caused? Huh? Yeah, I hope you're satisfied. Yeah, we're going to check that out. We'll bring that one back up for Tuesday and get further into it. How's that sound, Woj?
Yeah, my bad because I did see something, but yeah, I'll definitely zoom it in
Well, yeah.
more and then send it to you and we'll put it back up. So
Right, but even if we find something that like that here, it's easy to go off camera, clip it, zoom in on whatever they're talking about, the section that they're talking about, and then put it back up. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for
yeah,
helping me out. You know what I'm saying? So that it's just because I was getting ready. I kind of stopped as I was turning my camera, and I pulled the power cord came out, and it probably doesn't last long live streaming. You know what I mean? It's probably going to go doot 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 doot. But yeah, let's do that. You got that picture in your phone, right? That's where that came from, ain't it?
yeah, it did. I mean,
Right.
it does. Yeah,
You know the area of what you guys are talking about. Crop it. Don't zoom in. Crop it. Because if you zoom in, it'll pixelate. If you crop it, it'll just stay the same. And then we can work it from there. Mooncat, great eye, man. We'll check that out on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, the home of the boom, where Wojo is your host. And I am your co-host. We pull the flip.
and producer
And producer. Yeah, I produced that one.
kicking ass too.
Thank you, man. I had to learn quick. I'll tell you that. I had to learn quick. So I've done that, I think. And mistakes can be made. But, hey, it hasn't been too much of a learning curve. So
We're not perfect, but you're doing an awesome job.
We've done it pretty flawlessly. Tomorrow night, Ghost Cats and Cryptids with the Legend of Maine, Miss Jean Tewksbury as your host. She's going to talk about animals, ghost cats that basically were extinct and have come back from extinction. And I think that's an amazing subject. She's amazing. I'm so happy to have her on the network, dude. I hope you guys are all enjoying Jean Tewksbury. Her research is just second to none. I love it. Tuesday night, like I said, home of the boom. Of course, you know what Sam did last night. That comes again on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I've been on here a long time, depriving my family. I love you all. You're my family as well, but I do have little ones upstairs. YouTube, yeah, YouTube just demonetized us, Benno, basically, and whatever. I don't even give a shit. They just suck. So there's no reason. I never had a strike against me, never had a warning, nothing, blah, blah, blah. Right there. Can't stand you. But I'm here because of you guys. I'm here because of Benno and D-Hoot. I don't want to let go of them. And I know that they have YouTube, and that's what they have. So out of respect and love for you guys, I'll stick around. Later, Ron, you get the award tonight for participation. I was thoroughly impressed how much you actually typed tonight. Truly. Ron's a thinker, but he's not necessarily, always a talker. You know what I mean? He can sit in the background, so I'm very excited. BMO, you absolutely kicked ass as well. All you guys are just freaking amazing. Damien, everybody. Good to see Bree and Cass here. Bounty Hunter, she was there today during the live. She got to experience a lot of that stuff live today. Kelly Porter, thank you for stopping by. New Hampshire Bigfoot Society. Get over to his Facebook page and follow him, please. Kelly's a great dude, and so is Mike Tingsley, even though we don't see him anymore. Enough of that snow shit, bro. It's you can come out of hiding. Let's go. And don't forget, guys.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the 10-minute topic with Ricky B and Wojo. Back to you.
It's not a 10-minute topic, but it is the raffle that we have going on for the $100 gift certificate to the merch store. Please buy your $5 a piece. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. PayPal is friends and family. Do not do service and goods because it'll take 21 days and the raffle will be over. So you got a $100 gift certificate to the merch store. Go over and check out the merch store and see all the cool shit you could have. Do the math in your head. I mean, I got kick-ass custom socks for $10 in there. So I I got a pillow I made with a dream catcher on it. Get it? Pillow, dream
Yeah.
catcher. You like that?
That's pretty cool.
That's actual evidence on the pillow. And if you flip it over, you have Jackson with banter, banter, banter on the back. So it's a two-sided pillow, bro. And of course, the Ernie Davio collection right here. Ernie has tasked us with carrying on his message, and he has given us the rights to all his stuff. And we are truly, truly blessed for our friendship and brotherhood with Ernie Davio. So love you, bro.
This just came in. Possible summer merch. Maybe Richie B and Jess can probably put together beach towels.
I got to look to see what they have for beach towels. I would love beach towels. I don't know if this particular store has them to design, but I will try.
I can picture you just coming out like out of a shower.
Yeah, right. Wrapped in with Bigfoot.
Oh,
So make
yeah.
sure you get over there, everybody. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, X. Yeah, follow me on X, and then that other thing, YouTube. Right there, man. I just want to say I love you, baby Jack. I love you, Mama. I see you, Ella. Well, Joe, get us out of here because that's what you do.
Well, thank you all for being on here. We love you guys, and remember, we are home of the boom. Let's go.
Oh, I love it. Let's go. Great show,
Love
man.
you
Great
guys.
job. Woohoo! We covered everything. Nobody does it. Nobody does it like us. Let's go.